cheerleaders here at ORUD getting ready for the big game. We are Oak Ridge. 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 Go Red!
We can help you clean up after the game with a reliable natural gas water heater and the energy savings of a gas dryer.
Host your friends in style and be the envy of your neighborhood when entertaining this football season with natural gas appliances purchased from ORUD at 0% interest.
Adding a natural gas grill to your home means you'll never have to run to the store before kickoff to fill up that propane tank again. Make the switch today.
You can make the game-winning play by switching to natural gas this football season. ORUD is your affordable energy choice. Let's go!
At beautiful Blankenship Field in Oak Ridge for week 2 of the high school football season, Bearden is in town for a cat and dog fight, specifically a wildcat and bulldog fight for your OEB Law Game of the Week. Day or night, 24/7, someone will be there to answer and give you a free consultation and get to work on your case immediately. Call 865-546-1111 or visit the website full of helpful information, wreckintoacheck.com. That's OEB Law. And also, we'd like to say thank you to Ann Corey, a public defender, proud to sponsor tonight's pregame show. Ann is a 1979 ORHS graduate and says, "Go Wildcats" tonight. And you are tuned in to BBB TV Channel 12. I'm Aaron Harvey, joined by my esteemed cohort, Coach James Hoot Gibson. These two teams are looking to bounce back from Week 1 losses while also rekindling an old region rivalry while they're at it. We should see two hungry teams tonight.
Yeah, we should see a tough game here tonight. Bearden's defense is stout, and this Oak Ridge offense can score in bunches. So we should be in for an interesting game.
There's a lot that we can say about this matchup, and we're going to get into all of that as well as talk about other things going on in the area this week when we get back. This is high school football week 2. We had a really great game last week with Powell and Anderson County. This one's going to have a hard time living up to that billing.
It really will, but I tell you, this Oak Ridge offense is loaded to the gills with offensive talent. So I'm excited tonight to see. We got 88 degrees here, getting close to kickoff. A little hotter than normal. So I want to see how that impacts with injuries and cramps and such, because you know how it is early in the season on these new hot turf fields. You occasionally see the cramps, so let's hopefully see if that happens here later in the second half.
Well, see, that's something that you pointed out last week that I wasn't really aware of. The turf field adds more heat to the field and the players.
Yeah, it's solid rubber. So when you're out there, you can literally see the heat rising off of the turf, and you see a lot of high school football players cramping pretty hard with that.
All right, so we've got a lot of stuff to talk about around the area in this game as well when we get back. This is the Ann Corey pregame show on the OEB Law Game of the Week.
OEB Law is excited to be a part of this year's football season. School spirit is at an all-time high. OEB Law is proud to give back and support our community. Come cheer on these great teams with us. And remember, if you've been injured or need legal help, OEB Law will be there for you. So visit wreckintoacheck.com or give us a call, 865-546-1111, and let OEB Law turn your wreck into a check.
The Harriman Utility Board is committed to providing safe and reliable natural gas service to our customers in Harriman and Roane County through the use of safe operational procedures with trained and knowledgeable personnel. An odorant is added to natural gas and maintained to a certain level so that in the event of a gas leak, it can be easily detected. If you smell or suspect a natural gas leak, please call the Harriman Utility Board at 882-3242. We can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Roger Miller is a conservative and lifetime resident of Anderson County who has served as Sessions Judge since 2014. Judge Miller has adjudicated more than 30,000 cases, both civil and criminal, over the past 7 years. Roger is a graduate of Clinton High School, and he volunteers time coaching youth sports and serving as an instructor. A paramedic for 12 years, Roger worked saving lives at the Anderson County EMS, MedFlight 5, and Methodist Medical Center. In 2022, let's re-elect Roger Miller, General Sessions Judge.
You do it all, from checklists and tackling kids' activities to exploring and enjoy life's special moments. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton can help you embrace your life in a new or pre-owned vehicle. Here's a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew, $43,975. 2018 Honda CR-V, all-wheel drive, low miles, $27,990. 2020 Kia Telluride S model, $41,490. Service your car for back-to-school maintenance at our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. Local you trust, a lifestyle you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Ryan Spitzer has been a prosecutor in Anderson County since 2007, prosecuting more than 2,500 cases over the past decade. Ryan has been the Drug Task Force prosecutor for the past 7 years. Ryan donates time working with local nonprofits. A veteran, Ryan spent 6 years serving his country as an Army medic in the National Guard. Ryan is a family man who works hard every day to keep Anderson County families safe. Experience matters.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
American Outdoor Equipment has a great new location in Rockwood. They are a Branson tractor dealer with various sizes to choose from. Branson's greatest asset is their strength, quality, and features. But American Outdoor Equipment also has Bobcat mowers. You can expect the best when it comes to performance, durability, and comfort with a Bobcat mower. Or how about a Dixie Chopper mower? They're the world's fastest lawn mowers. They have a large service and parts department. They are family owned and operated, plus they offer in-house financing. That's American Outdoor Equipment in Rockwood.
Mulch and
Welcome back to the Ancoria pregame show on your OAB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey here, James Hoot Gibson alongside me. Last week was exciting for a few reasons. Well, first off, it was week one, which is always fun. Secondly, there were a lot of great matchups. But thirdly, I think it was exciting to see teams perform knowing that class realignment had taken place. So we can try to give a best guess on how teams will do in their respective regions. However, some teams didn't play. And one of those teams that had a bye week was Scott High. You're familiar with the Highlanders, having played and coached in the neighboring county to them, and likely against them. Scott High, which had been in 3A since 1993, makes the jump to 4A. Coach Josh Terry led his team to the playoffs in a hard-enough region last year with the likes of Alcoa, Gatlinburg-Pittman, and Austin East. Now the Huntsville-based squad gets the region up against South Doyle, Carter, Gibbs, Fulton, and, Anderson County. You've been around a lot of football on a lot of different levels. You know a lot of the history regarding football in East Tennessee. What are the biggest challenges facing the school north of Morgan County?
Yes, Scott County comes from a tough division, with the likes of Alcoa and so forth. But the jump to 4A is a whole different animal. This could be a tough adjustment period for the Highlanders of Scott County. I'm anxious to see that matchup next Friday, September 3rd versus South Doyle. And I bet Scott County has their hands full tonight with single A powerhouse Cofield.
Yeah, for some perspective, according to enrollment numbers from the TSSAA, the largest 4A school is Anderson County with 1,114 students. Scott High is essentially the 11th smallest 4A school with 815 students, a basically 300 student difference. As you said, Coalfield's the first team up for the Highlanders. The Yellow Jackets are coming off of a 42-0 victory over Wartburg. Tonight should be a good measuring stick for both teams. And speaking of Anderson County, the Mavericks put on one heck of a show before falling to 5A Powell 60-48 last week in a game that we had right here on the station. Coach David Gillum isn't staring down an easy victory this week as 6A Science Hill is in town searching for its first win after falling to the 4A juggernaut in Elizabethton 34-15. That should be a fun game to watch as well.
Yeah, Elizabethton is a real deal though, Aaron, this year, so don't let that score last week fool you. This Science Hill squad is a tough bunch who plays fast defense. Anderson County is one of the best teams in 4A, and I expect another high-scoring game from them with Martinez leading the way.
Yeah, Martinez and Powell's quarterback were the top two passers in East Tennessee after last week.
Not surprising.
And they went against each other.
Yeah.
Talking about Jordan Potts, of course. So the battle on Broadway has just kicked off, featuring Knox Central and Fulton. This long-standing rivalry can be traced all the way back to 1951, and the two teams have met on the field 54 times since then. Fulton will be looking for its first win against Central since 2018, and Central's looking for its first win of the season after dropping its opener to Greenville on Saturday. What do you think about this matchup on North Broadway?
You know, a lot of people are saying that Fulton's back. Fulton's back, and I'll say it if they beat Central tonight. Central's a tough team who will bring their best versus Fulton, so this is a classic Knoxville High School football game that many want to see.
So Ann Coria, alumna of the Oak Ridge High School, is sponsoring our pregame show tonight. We thank her so much for that. That's Ann Coria, public defender. And OEB Law is our title sponsor for tonight's game. Of course, we thank the people over at OEB, Tim Elrod, for joining us again this season to bring you another season of high school football. The Hawaiian shirts are in style. Look at that. We saw a lot of that last night as well. If you saw Rivalry Thursday, I don't know what that's all about, but hey, you know what? It's hot, so why not get your Hawaiian on when you go watch a football game tonight at Blankenship Field. That's where we are at. Bearden here as well. Oak Ridge going to take on Bearden. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but also preview a little bit more going on around the area when we get back. This is the OEB Law Game
Mulch and More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch and More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch and More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch and More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch and More in Midtown.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
FL Bowman & Sons, I-24 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Cox Insurance Group is a local agency. We've got a great staff. We're knowledgeable. The most rewarding thing about working in insurance is taking care of customers. When they come in, a lot of times they don't know what coverages they need. They're relying on us to give them the right coverage that's going to fit their needs, but also at a competitive price. Anybody can go to any agent, or they can call any 1-800 number. But getting that right agent that's going to take care of them and be there in time of need, and that's what we're here to do.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
The Free Medical Clinic provides everything a regular primary clinic provides. We provide all your primary care needs, even with telehealth virtual appointments. We provide testing, lab work, screenings, annual physicals, and vaccines. All of this for you at no charge. Call us or visit us. We look forward to meeting you.
Game of the week and your Ann Coria pregame show, Aaron Harvey, along with James Gibson. And let's talk a little bit more about some of the teams playing tonight around the area. You're going to go all the way back to 2014 to see the last time Oneida started its season 0-1. Of course, that is until now. Jimmy May's head coaching return was spoiled by Williamsburg, Kentucky, who got the 50-21 win last week. It wasn't any easier for Greenback as the Cherokees put a 63-0 score in the losers column thanks to Boyd Buchanan. Both teams are looking to bounce back tonight with a win in the house that Jim May Sr. built. Only one can, though, so who's it going to be?
Well, for Oneida, they have got to clean up the mental mistakes and limit the penalties. I believe I read they had 6 personal fouls last week, and you just can't win like that. Greenback is still rebuilding and trying to figure out how to adapt. They have got to get in a little bit better shape. I've seen a little bit of film on them. They were dragging out there. You can tell the summer conditioning program might have been a little lacking this year, which is rare for Greenback. So I look for Greenback to get better as the season progresses, but I'm picking Oneida tonight.
Farragut put up a great fight before eventually falling to Beach last week. The Admirals get a very talented 5A West squad, which defeated the Bearden team we'll see tonight in Week 1. Your thoughts on this one?
This is a big rivalry game right here. The helmets are always clacking when these two teams meet. Farragut has got to get things moving offensively if they expect to beat West. West plays great on defense, so I'm going to be watching that one.
Some other games of interest tonight include Gatlinburg-Pittman at Alcoa, Grace Christian at South Doyle, Austin East at Clinton, Lenore City at Loudon, and Rockwood at Sweetwater. Any of those games you're going to be watching?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be watching or keeping an eye on the Battle of the Bridge rivalry game between Lenore City High School and Loudon High School. It marks the second oldest rivalry in the state. So they've been fighting it out since the early 20s. Let's see if Lenore City can beat the Redskins for the first time since 2018.
You're old, man. You're old. When you say 20s, you need to say 1920s. Because we are now in the 2020s.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Yep, that is crazy.
So I think Oak Ridge is getting ready to perform, the Oak Ridge Band is getting ready to perform the national anthem. So we will join you, or we will join them for that. Impressive band from Oak Ridge High School. Impressive field, and I'm expecting an impressive game tonight. When we get back, we will talk about this matchup we've got coming up in just under 10 minutes in your Ann Coria pregame show on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
OEB Law is excited to be a part of this year's football season. School spirit is at an all-time high. OEB Law is proud to give back and support our community. Come cheer on these great teams with us. And remember, if you've been injured or need legal help, OEB Law will be there for you. So visit wreckintoacheck.com or give us a call, 865-546-1111, and let OEB Law turn your wreck into a check.
The Harriman Utility Board is committed to providing safe and reliable natural gas service to our customers in Harriman and Roane County through the use of safe operational procedures with trained and knowledgeable personnel. An odorant is added to natural gas and maintained to a certain level so that in the event of a gas leak, it can be easily detected. If you smell or suspect a natural gas leak, please call the Harriman Utility Board at 882-3242. We can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Roger Miller is a conservative and lifetime resident of Anderson County who has served as Sessions Judge since 2014. Judge Miller has adjudicated more than 30,000 cases, both civil and criminal, over the past 7 years. Roger is a graduate of Clinton High School, and he volunteers time coaching youth sports and serving as an instructor. A paramedic for 12 years, Roger worked saving lives at the Anderson County EMS, MedFlight 5, and Methodist Medical Center. In 2022, let's re-elect Roger Miller, General Sessions Judge.
Welcome back into the OEB Law Game of the Week. This is the Ann Coria pregame show. And on to tonight's game here at Blankenship Field. I'm Aaron Harvey with James Hoot Gibson. Bearden started the season rough in 2020, losing the first 5 games and scoring no more than 7 points in 3 of them. Of course, one was a COVID forfeit. But the Bulldogs battled back, winning 4 of the last 5 to get into the 6A playoffs. Coach Morgan Schenlever had to have wanted to ride that momentum into this season, but he's got a young team. The starting quarterback last season transferred to West. The presumed starting quarterback this season, John Harrison, transferred from West, but he's got competition in an athletic freshman, Drew Parrott. Last week against West, Harrison got the start against his old team, but was replaced by Parrott after being injured in a roughing the passer penalty. He should be available for tonight, though, and he is being listed as a starter, and Bearden will look to have an improved performance on offense, where it struggled last week with just 36 yards passing and 66 on the ground. Oak Ridge also replaced its quarterback this season as Mitchell Gibbons graduated following a run to the state title game. Junior Hayden Tarwater started his very first varsity game in week 1, and sophomore wideout Brandon Hayward helped him out in that endeavor, catching 10 passes for 201 yards and 2 scores. Tarwater ended up throwing for 266, but also threw 2 pick sixes as Joe Gaddis' team struggled to get anything going on the ground with star back Kendall Jackson missing. The scout is out on Hayward now, though, so Bearden should key on him tonight. All that being said, is the ground game the secret for success for both of these teams tonight?
It sure is, with Kendall Jackson out of Oak Ridge being one of the best running backs in the state of Tennessee. But is he fully healthy? We'll find out. Bearden had an abysmal offense last week, but played pretty tough on defense, so I'm anxious to see what it looks like.
Kendall Jackson, we did see him dressed out and warming up earlier, so he should play tonight. We'll see. Neither of these teams want to start the season 0-2. Is there extra pressure riding on this game tonight to avoid that?
Oh, yeah. No competitive person wants to lose 2 straight, so it's imperative to get a win. There is no feel-good losses in my book. I want to say that, Oak Ridge football is looking pretty good walking down those stairs right now.
And there is Mr. Kendall Jackson leading the way, a senior on this team with multiple D1 offers, and he looks ready to play. I believe he is going to be able to play tonight. So what are you going to be looking for specifically tonight?
Oak Ridge has some of the best running backs in the state of Tennessee with 3-star recruit Kendall Jackson, who holds 4 SEC offers. He's a difference maker, so I'm excited to watch him tonight if he gets to play.
All right, so what do you think the keys are for both these teams?
Bearden has got to slow the running game and limit turnovers on offense. And for Oak Ridge, they have got to control the line of scrimmage and get the ball into the athletes' hands.
Kickoff is less than 5 minutes away. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Ann Coria pregame show. We'll have kickoff when we get back to your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Do it all, from checklists and tackling kids' activities to exploring and enjoy life's special moments. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton can help you embrace your life in a new or pre-owned vehicle. Here's a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew, $43,975. 2018 Honda CR-V, all-wheel drive, low miles, $27,990. 2020 Kia Telluride S model, $41,490. Service your car for back-to-school maintenance at our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. Local you trust, a lifestyle you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Ryan Spitzer has been a prosecutor in Anderson County since 2007, prosecuting more than 2,500 cases over the past decade. Ryan has been the Drug Task Force prosecutor for the past 7 years. Ryan donates time working with local nonprofits. A veteran, Ryan spent 6 years serving his country as an Army medic in the National Guard. Ryan is a family man who works hard every day to keep Anderson County families safe. Experience matters.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
American Outdoor Equipment has a great new location in Rockwood. They are a Branson tractor dealer with various sizes to choose from. Branson's greatest asset is their strength, quality, and features. But American Outdoor Equipment also has Bobcat mowers. You can expect the best when it comes to performance, durability, and comfort with a Bobcat mower. Or how about a Dixie Chopper mower? They're the world's fastest lawn mowers. They have a large service and parts department. They are family owned and operated, plus they offer in-house financing. That's American Outdoor Equipment in Rockwood.
Welcome back into your OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, James Hoot Gibson along for the ride as let's look at the field as the coin toss is taking place. Oak Ridge has won the toss. They will decline, so Bearden will go on offense first. What do you think about that move?
Interesting call. I think they're fired up getting their quarterback back from injury and see if they can't take advantage of it. 86 degrees here getting close to kickoff, so pretty hot.
Our kickoff tonight will be sponsored by General Sessions Judge Roger Miller. Judge Miller's wishing all the county football teams a healthy and successful season. As Bearden will go on offense first. It's a beautiful night for football right now.
Oh, it really is. A great environment. It's crowded here tonight with the Hawaiian shirts running around everywhere. You can't ask for a better atmosphere in East Tennessee for high school football.
Yeah, I don't know what the Hawaiian thing is all about, but you know, Rivalry Thursday with Powell and Maryville last night. Really good game in the first half, but a lot of their students were dressed in the Hawaiian garb too. I'm not sure what all that's about.
Some new fab, social media fab, I'm sure. Rodney Ellison giving some last instructions to his gunner on the kickoff team.
Rodney Ellison, that's a coach that's been all over the place.
Very good offensive mind, who's now the offensive coordinator for Oak Ridge, former Powell head football coach.
And once again, our kickoff tonight sponsored by Judge Roger Miller. And Oak Ridge not going with their normal kicker, so something's up with that. This is Pearson Brennan, a junior, and that kick will sail through the end zone for a touchback. Normally it's Efrain Rodriguez, but not on this one. So Bearden will begin this Sexton Automotive drive at the Bearden 20-yard line.
I'm interested in seeing quarterback number 12, Harrison, how he handles the adversity early on and see how his offensive line blocks for him. Last week, he had no time in the pocket at all.
John Harrison, a senior on this team, lines up with Seth Arana behind him at tailback. Bearden comes out with a 2 wide out to the right set, 1 to the left. And here's the handoff, goes to Arana. It's a halfback pass. He's got someone wide open, and it is complete. Running down the field is Sam Tummins, and Tummins is to the 10, to the checkers. I say checkers, there's no checkers here, but that is a touchdown Bearden, play number 1.
Oh, man, the defensive backs lost their man, and he skyrocketed. Just a simple go route down the sideline, and quarterback laid it up for him. Easy touchdown.
Touchdown is brought to you by Ryan Spitzer for Circuit Court Judge. Ryan's a prosecutor who has the experience to get the job done, and experience matters. So on to attempt the extra point for Bearden is Ethan Ford. Sam Tummins, the young man who just caught that touchdown pass, is the holder. And that extra point is up, and it is good. Just like that, we are just 13 seconds into this game, and Bearden leads over Oak Ridge by a score of 7-0. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. While you wait, visit PattersonAppliances.com to shop online for quality home appliances today.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Back here, OAB Law, game of the week, Aaron Harvey, James Gibson. How about that trickery from Bearden? Comes straight out, very first play of the game with a halfback pass as the senior Seth Arana hits the sophomore Sam Tummins for an 80-yard touchdown.
Well, it's a gutsy play call to take advantage of the aggressiveness of the first play. Caught Oak Ridge not being disciplined, and it cost them big. Excellent start. You can't have a better start if you're Bearden.
As we get ready for this Roger Miller kickoff, Judge Miller wishing all the county teams a healthy and successful season. And this kick also goes into the end zone for a touchback. So now this Sexton Automotive drive will begin just like Bearden's first one did at the offense's 20-yard line. So looking out onto the field to see who's coming out, Kendall Jackson is lined up in the backfield for this Oak Ridge offense. So he is getting the start as it will be a Hammers 1st and 10 for Oak Ridge. Hayden Tarwater gets the snap, drops back to pass, looks, quick pass is complete and quickly brought down. And for Oak Ridge, that is Jay Hunley. Hunley wearing a number 7 as we see this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Strong safety for Bearden coming up, making a tackle.
The officials are gathered as if there's a flag. I didn't see a flag, though.
I didn't either.
Still don't see a flag.
Oh, top of the screen by the numbers.
Oh, I do see it. Line judge.
Yeah, Kendall Jackson for Oak Ridge, 3-star prospect. Top 50 player in the state of Tennessee. Already holds 4 SEC football offers. Very talented young man, number 1 right there on your screen. Did not play last week.
He did not, and so Jay Hunley, a transfer from West, actually. His first season with this Oak Ridge Wildcat team, gets the line up back there, and they're going to send Hunley in motion, hand off to Jackson. Jackson goes off right guard and picks up a few before he's brought down. No gain on that first play. And we've got a player down. They're going to mark the ball at the 27-yard line. Watch this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Looked like number 8, Hammond, defensive end for Bearden, came in, made a good secure tackle.
You never want to see an injury, but especially this early in the game. Try to see who this is on the ground there. For Oak Ridge, it looks like Thex Truitt, or Truitt Thex.
You never want to see one of your big linemen down because it starts up front, and he's an integrated part of their football program. So hopefully he hops up quick, gets to the sideline, and is able to shake it off.
Well, while we're waiting on that, we'll go to break. This time out brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Check out our new store at 1067 South Walnut Avenue in Cookeville, now open for business.
Topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Back to OAB Law Game of the Week. Young man is up. He's limping off under his own power, so we hope that he is okay.
Again, 6'2", 300-pound offensive guard for Oak Ridge. They're going to miss him up front in the running game.
So Oak Ridge will have a 3rd and 3. Here's the snap. And a quick pass is complete to Hundley. Hundley picks up nothing. 4th and 3.
Number 6, strong safety, coming up and making a very good tackle.
Check this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Boom. Head across the shoulder, wrapped up the legs, had nowhere to go. Classic tackle.
So Oak Ridge sends the punt unit out. And punting is Jacob Burvin, who is someone who we anticipate. We're going to say his name a whole lot on defense because he tallied 15 tackles last week.
All over the place.
Yeah, and here's Burvin, and he's going to fake it, and he's got a lot of running room across the 40. Definitely has the first down across midfield. Gets it across the 40 of Bearden. And we have a Hammers 1st and 10 as Oak Ridge's Sexton Automotive drive stays alive.
Touchdown saving tackle by the kick returner of Bearden. Great run here by the kicker.
Yeah, that could have been stopped right there, and then Bearden would get the football in excellent field position. But instead, how about Jacob Burvin?
That'll fire up the Oak Ridge sideline.
Yes, it will. So Hammers 1st and 10 for Hayden Tarwater. This time, Kendall Jackson's going to line up out wide with an empty backfield.
I would expect some type of motion out of this formation.
We just got a sideline warning against Oak Ridge. But this is an interesting formation. Hundley is going to line up in kind of a slot back type position behind the 2 wide receivers. So Tarwater, the junior making his 2nd start, sends Jackson motion from right to left. Now Jackson's going to line up in the backfield. Handoff will go to him. Goes straight up the middle and is met quickly by that Bearden line. Cam Smith is there to plug that hole up and stuffs Jackson for no gain.
Cam Smith did a really good job using his hands, getting off the block, being able to tackle Kendall Jackson for no gain.
2nd and 10. And this time Hayward's going to go in motion from right to left, and Hayward's going to line up in the backfield. He's going to get a little swing pass going the opposite direction, and he's gobbled up and dropped.
Couple missed blocks there, which caused the no gain.
Check out this Chuck Fleischman replay. Coming in, Nico Young there was there to make the stop from his linebacker position. Also a running back for this Bearden team, so you'll see him play both ways as well. 3rd and 10 at the Bearden 38. Tarwater with Jackson in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the left. Tarwater's going to step up in the pocket and run. Can he get to the line? He cannot. He's going to be a couple yards shy, and this is in territory where Oak Ridge is probably going to go for it.
Yeah, this is danger territory. I'd go for it and see if you can pick up a good first down here. Keep the drive moving.
You'd be looking at about a 47-yard field goal. And they will, Oak Ridge, indeed go for it. And we've got a whistle and a timeout. Bearden wants to talk about it. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, proudly serving your community since 1965 because we care.
First store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammer's popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammer's.
Back at Blankenship Field, Bearden, Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge facing a 4th and 3. Bearden didn't like what they saw when Oak Ridge lined up to go for that 4th down, so the Bulldogs take a timeout.
Let's see what kind of adjustments, if any, were made on offense and defense here. None on offense. A little bit on defense.
So for Oak Ridge, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Hundley in the game as a fullback, and Jackson lined up behind Tarwater. And here's a pass. It is complete to Hundley. Hundley reaches for the sticks. This is going to be close. It's going to depend on where they mark it. Although I tell you what, we're going to watch a Chuck Fleischman replay in just a second. I thought that Bearden defender got there early.
And he did. Let's see what the replay shows here. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still picked up a first down.
So credit Hundley there reaching. He knew that he had to get just a yard, so reached over the line to get that Hammers 1st and 10. Same formation now as Tarwater lines up. He's got Hundley to his left, Jackson behind him. Bearden bringing a blitz. Here's Jackson going around the left side. A flag comes down, and Jackson again is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bearden doing great in their pursuit of the football.
Number 36, LaBanca, coming up and making a good hit. Needs to wrap up next time for Bearden.
So this penalty is in the area of a hold, and that's exactly what it is. As Jackson trying to find that edge, cannot find it. And LaBanca, he didn't wrap him up, but he did knock Jackson LaBanca.
Yeah.
So that's a spot foul. That'll move it back all the way to the 39-yard line of Bearden. Oak Ridge has to make the 18, so it is 1st and 21.
Oak Ridge coming out in twin set.
Tarwater drops back to pass, looking downfield for the first time. He's got a man. That's going to fall incomplete. He had a one-on-one coverage, but good coverage on that play. Looks like he was trying to hit Cameron Barnett.
Yeah, you'd like to see the wide receiver continue running when he's trying to identify for the football. That way the overthrow doesn't happen.
That'll bring up 2nd and 21 for Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge is converted on 2 4th downs this drive. And here's a linebacker blitz, and getting rid of it is Tarwater.
Young, number 17 linebacker on the delayed blitz for Bearden, broke through the line of scrimmage and put a pressure on the quarterback.
That is Nico Young. He's used to being in the backfield, but normally Bearden's backfield on the offensive side of the football. And credit Tarwater being able to get rid of that one.
It almost forced him into throwing an interception.
It did. But in that situation, too, you're also worried about intentional grounding. But Jackson was in the area where he threw that football.
Oak Ridge getting a play from the sideline.
Here's the snap, goes to Tarwater, looking, and the ball is knocked free. It's on the ground. Bearden has it.
Had a missed block there by Ethan Hewitt, number 77 of Oak Ridge. He broke around the edge and got a big sack on the quarterback.
And that is Nico Young recovering that football. You'll see it on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Young has already played a huge part in this game as Bearden will take over at the Bulldog 45-yard line, leading this game with 7:38 to go in the, 5:43 left to go. Actually, no, that's not correct. It is. It's 7:38 left to go in the first quarter.
Bearden with all the momentum. Tight formation.
This Sexton Automotive drive is starting on a Hammers 1st and 10 as Bearden gets the ball up to midfield.
Justin Crowley coming in on the tackle, 6 foot, 160-pound senior defensive back.
And that's Seth Arana catching that ball out of the backfield. He has an 80-yard touchdown pass in this game.
Bearden getting the play from the sideline.
John Harrison, the transfer out of West. Has 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Oak Ridge showing pressure. They're not going to bring it. Here's Harrison, rolls out and passes overthrown and incomplete, trying to hit Sam Tummins.
He identified the right receiver to throw to with the blitz coming from the field side. He just missed his man.
That'll make it 3rd and 5. Smack dab in middle of the field. Harrison sends 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Has Arana in the backfield. Harrison takes the snap, is looking to the right all the way. That pass is complete, but short for the first down.
You want to see your wide receiver find the sticks there to pick up that first down on the catch. That's a mental mistake that'll cost him here.
That'll bring up 4th and 2, and Bearden looks to be bringing out the punt team.
We've already had a fake, haven't we?
We have. Chuck Fleischman replay. And Arana is in to punt, but he's not their usual punter.
Bearden's going to have to call a timeout. They're short. They've only got 9 players on the field and don't see anybody getting ready.
And Bearden will take a timeout. We'll do the same thing. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. We service what we sell with in-house factory-trained appliance service technicians. This is the OEB Law Game of the Week.
Evans Mortuary has been serving the needs of families in and around Roane County since 1976. As established members of our hometown community, we understand the security of dealing with people you know you can trust. We build our reputation on this trust. The Evans family appreciates the confidence the community has expressed in us over the years and will constantly strive to earn that favor. Evans Mortuary, 805 North Gateway.
The OAB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, James Gibson. Bearden leads with 6:03 left to go in the first quarter over the home team Wildcats 7-0. If you're just joining us, the very first play of the game, a halfback pass, goes for 80 yards to put Bearden up in this game. The Bulldogs have the football, but it is 4th and 2, and they're lined up in punt formation. Now, their starting punter is listed as Ethan Ford, and now Ford is in the game. He wasn't in there just a second ago. That's one of the players they were missing. Ford will punt this one away. It's a nice spiral, which is going to land at the 5. And brought out for Oak Ridge.
Really good job by number 6. The strong safety again for Bearden Bulldogs, coming down, making a really good tackle. He has been all over the field tonight for Bearden.
Oak Ridge begins this section automotive drive from the Wildcat 11-yard line.
Score update, Anderson County 7, Science Hill nothing. 10:09 left in the first quarter.
Not too surprising there. Tarwater lines up with a single back in the backfield. That's Jackson under center this time. Handoff goes to Jackson from right to left. Jackson has a lot of room. What a nifty move as Jackson gets it up to the 28-yard line.
Athleticism, Aaron. That's why you have he has 4 SEC football offers. He's the real deal. When he's in open field, he can do some special things. Oak Ridge pulled 2 guards, lead block, and he does the rest.
Hit the old R1 on the PlayStation controller.
Dun-na-na, dun-na-na.
That'll bring up a Hammers 1st and 10 now for Oak Ridge. Now Gibbons, not Gibbons, but Hunley is in the game. He gets the carry going from right to left. Hunley is spun down across the 35 down to about the 36-yard line. A good pickup on first down for Oak Ridge.
Yeah, and Oak Ridge is loaded at the running back position. They have some special talent back there. And if I'm offensive coordinator, Rodney Ellison for Oak Ridge, I'm running the football until they stop it.
See that on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Good run by Hunley. And here's Hunley again getting the carry. Picks up about 1 before he's brought down. That'll bring up 3rd and short for Oak Ridge.
Defensive line of Bearden did a good job getting off the blocks and getting to the next level.
Oh, look at that. They gave him the first down.
He must have got enough.
He got more than I thought he got. So that brings up a Hammers 1st and 10.
Bearden electing to come out in the 3-man defensive front. Oak Ridge has numbers. 5 against 7. 8.
And again, Jackson lines up with a lead blocker, and it doesn't help. Jackson gobbled up in the backfield. The ball comes out, but they said he was down. What's going on with Bearden? How are they able to do this?
They're just shooting linebackers and a strong safety reading the outside, and if they see something coming, he's going downhill. It's just trying to get people in the backfield to clog a hole.
Now, if you're an offensive coordinator, you see that happening. Is that setting something up?
You already know. It's setting up screens and draws. So we could see something here, 2nd or 3rd down.
Here's Tarwater back to pass, and there's a screen pass right over the middle. That goes to Dozier. First time we've seen him in the game. And Dozier gets it up to the 40-yard line, just a pickup of 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a busted screen there. You had one lineman get caught up. You'd like to see that running back make him miss there.
So 2 wideouts to either side for Tarwater. Lone man in the backfield, that is Dozier. And Tarwater's going to take it himself. Gets across midfield and is brought down at the 47-yard line of Bearden. That's another Hammers 1st and 10.
I like the aggressiveness of the quarterback of lowering the shoulder there. But if I'm the offensive coordinator, I was sweating there watching that.
Now Oak Ridge goes tempo. Tarwater quickly to the line, and someone jumps.
Looked like it was encroachment, but we'll see.
It was 5-yard penalty against Bearden. Will make this a Hammers 1st and 5 for Oak Ridge.
Now, something I have noticed early on here with Bearden is they're not able to substitute on defense like Oak Ridge is. So if Oak Ridge keeps attacking the sideline and doing a lot of scramble runs, it could wear this defense out.
Tarwater. Dozier to his left. Drops back. Now he's going to have to scramble to his right. Looking, still having to scramble before he's brought down. A pickup of about 2 on that play. Just had nowhere to go.
Number 91, Little, defensive end, made a sack on the play. But if you notice number 7 here, the right tackle for Oak Ridge, did a great job of blocking him. There was just a coverage sack. No one was open down the field. Zach Snyder, 6'5", 285, left tackle, right tackle.
Handoff Dozier. Dozier makes the first, maybe the second miss, but not the third. As a short gain of maybe 1. It is 1. We'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Oak Ridge. You know, Oak Ridge struggled in their run game last week against West as well.
Well, you see a lot of linemen getting up to the next level, but they're not able to get their hands on the player. If you've seen there, the big offensive lineman missed his block, and the running back was tackled for a short gain there. So the offensive line has to reach to the second level, but get a hand on those linebackers.
3 wideouts to the left. Tarwater looks that way before going to his right. That pass is complete to Hayward. Hayward gets it up to the 40. He's going to be 4 yards short of the first down, 4th and 4. You'll see on this Chuck Fleischman replay. Great hit right there. And Oak Ridge is going to go for it. Tarwater lines up. Hundley in the backfield with him. 2 wideouts to either side. So here's Tarwater. Looks like they're just trying to draw Bearden off sides. Will they actually run a play?
Looks like they will.
Yeah.
Now just trying to draw them off sides. I like it.
You look at the bottom of your screen. You see Rodney Ellison, offensive coordinator. And now Oak Ridge is going to take a timeout. We will do the same thing. And this timeout is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Oh, they took the flag. I'm sorry. Then why are they talking to their teams?
Looks like they backed the ball up a little too.
Okay, so no timeout. Oak Ridge takes the 5-yard penalty. Just gives them a little more room to punt. Because ultimately, from that part of the field, if you punt, you don't want it going into the end zone for a touchdown.
No.
Jacob Bourbon averaged 44 yards a punt last week, and this one is an end-over-ender that is going to land. Oh, well, Oak Ridge stops it. It lands at the 15-yard line, so instead of kicking it into the end zone, it lands at the 15, and that's where Bearden will begin the Sexton Automotive drive, leading this one 7-0 with just 39.7 seconds left on the clock. So Marcus Melton stopped that one when it was on a roll.
Yeah, you'd like to see him let that continue on. You see in the middle of the screen there, big number 77 of Oak Ridge, Ethan Hewitt, 6'2", 250 pounds. He has not came off the football field. He's starting both ways, offensive, defensive line.
So Bearden brings in the backup quarterback, Drew Parrott, a true freshman. So Harrison will get a rest. And first play on Hammers 1st and 10 goes for no gain.
He still made the first defender miss, and that's what you always want to see out of a good running back.
And that's that Nico Young. We've already had to mention his name quite a bit. And I think Coach Schindlever is going to be content to just let this clock run down and end the first quarter with the ball and the lead. And that's exactly what he is going to do. The first quarter comes to a close. Bearden leads this one over Oak Ridge 7-0 after one on your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
XL Bowman & Son, I-24 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Fox Insurance Group is a local agency. We've got a great staff. We're knowledgeable. The most rewarding thing about working in insurance is taking care of customers. When they come in, a lot of times they don't know what coverages they need. They're relying on us to give them the right coverage that's going to fit their needs, but also at a competitive price. Anybody can go to any agent or they can call any 1-800 number. But getting that right agent that's going to take care of them and be there in time of need, and that's what we're here to do.
Game of the week, 2nd and 10 for Bearden. As the freshman Parrott looking downfield, he's got a man there. And that pass is incomplete, almost intercepted. Great defense there by Justin Crowley.
Great defense there, but even better defense by the wide receiver from preventing the defensive back of intercepting that football. You see there at the end of the replay, knocked the ball loose. Well, that's Oak Ridge football. And Oak Ridge not showing a lot of respect for the Bearden passing game. They're all defensive backs and safeties are pretty shallow.
3rd and 10 for the freshman quarterback, Drew Parrott. 3-step drop, looking, steps up in the pocket, and lets this one go. That pass falls incomplete. He was a little bit behind his intended target that time, which was Tummins.
Pretty close call, very handsy call. Brandon Hayward, sophomore, 6 foot, 175 pound, very talented DB, was just a little handsy there. Could have went either way, but good no call.
That very well could have been. You saw it on Chuck Fleischman replay. That very well could have been. And it is. Oh, no, they called an ineligible receiver downfield. He actually passed that ball across the line of scrimmage, is what it looked like on a replay.
And that's just inexperience. That's his, I believe this is his first year starting at quarterback. So there's a lot of that is a learning experience.
Now Bearden is going to bring the punt team in. And it is Ethan Ford set up in punt formation. Brandon Hayward, very talented sophomore, set back deep to receive for Oak Ridge. And that punt is away, a low spiral. And Hayward's going to pick it up off the bounce. Crosses midfield before he's gang tackled. But Oak Ridge will have excellent field position to begin this Sexton Automotive drive to be a Hammers 1st and 10 at midfield.
Low spinning kick, and it's a smart move to pick that up rather than let it roll. There's more wasted yardage in high school football by letting that happen, let the ball roll, than anything.
Yeah, I've been doing this long enough with you to know that that's one of your pet peeves, personally.
Well, it's taking yards away from your offense. You know, your offense is having to make up those yards, so why not catch it?
Tarwater hands off. Jackson going over left guard, and Jackson picks up a quick 6. We'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that big offensive line of Oak Ridge is sucking in the air right now. But right there, they did a really good job getting to the second level, letting Jackson kick it upfield.
Oak Ridge going tempo. Tarwater, handoff again, Jackson. Jackson has to stutter step because he's met in the backfield, but able to pick up to about the 41 of Bearden, and that will be just shy of another Hammers 1st and 10. It'll be 3rd and inches.
Number 8, Hammond in on the play for Bearden.
Offensive coordinator Rodney Ellison sends Jackson back into the game. So this time, Hundley and Jackson both in the game. One wide receiver to the left, two
If you're
to the right.
Bearden, you want to be watching the football for hard count.
Nope. Handoff, Jackson. Jackson going around left side. Gets across the 40, down to the 38, 39. But that is enough for a Hammers 1st and 10. So they send Jay Hundley in there, who's a very capable running back himself, allow him to lead block. And I got to say, so far, that hasn't helped out a whole lot. They've got both backs in the backfield again for this play.
A little bit of confusion going on for Oak Ridge.
Two-back set. This time it is Hundley getting the ball, and he's met in the backfield and dropped. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Looked like miscommunication again with the offensive line. The right tackle allowed the defensive end to cross his face, and he made a tackle for loss.
What can cause that, you think?
Well, partly is because Oak Ridge had a big offensive lineman, 6'2", 300 pounds, that's out of the ball game right now due to injury.
So Oak Ridge is going to take a timeout. We'll do the same thing. This one brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Hiring now for sales, delivery techs, and service techs. Find us on Indeed to apply.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back at Blankenship Field in Oak Ridge, I'm Aaron Harvey. You see Kendall Jackson down on one knee there for the Wildcats. 9:32 left to go in the first half. Bearden leads over Oak Ridge 7-0.
Oak Ridge pulling in a tight end on the left side, number 20. Cameron Barnett.
And then here is a reverse, goes to Hayward, and then back to Tarwater. Tarwater looking downfield, and that is knocked away, incomplete. Trying to get Jay Hundley, who lined up in the backfield initially. That's a well-designed play.
Sleeping except for Tummings. He was waiting on the play, knew something was going on, kept his eyes on his man, broke up the play.
So watch Hundley, that goes to him, and then he hits Hayward on the reverse. Hayward gives it back to Tarwater and then targets Hundley going down the right sideline. Nice play design.
Nice play design. Great play, individual effort by this strong safety there.
Tummins, you might recognize him. He's the one that caught the 80-yard touchdown pass for Bearden to open up this game. So now Dozier in the backfield for Tarwater, steps up in the pocket, and we've got a flag on the play. Looks like both line judges threw flags. And that is an offsides on Bearden. That's a pretty big penalty because that goes from third and right at about 10 to third and right at about 5.
Yeah, that as a play caller, that changes everything for you. At this point, I'd be looking screen or draw with the talent that I got on the field.
Two wideouts to the right, two to the left.
Let's see what Oak Ridge offensive coordinator Rodney Ellison decides to do here.
Dozier in the backfield for the Wildcats. Tarwater takes a snap, looks. Going to be a wide receiver screen to Hayward. Hayward gets it and rambles forward. He's going to be really, really close to the first down.
Ellison for Oak Ridge, the offensive coordinator, loves wide receiver screens. He has made a career off of it.
See this on this Chuck Flashman replay? That's all that is.
Good individual effort. Picking up some tough yards. 4th and short.
About a quarter of a yard now. Of course, Oak Ridge is going to go for it. Hundley in the game, Dozier in the game, and Tarwater goes under center, 2 wide receivers to the right. Tries the hard count. It doesn't work. Snap, quarterback sneak, and Tarwater's got it.
Looked like he picked up 2 solid yards there, but let's see where they line it.
Oak Ridge lines up in the I. So you think power football.
Oh,
you're going to run it, and then...
Anytime you mention Joe Gaddis, you got to mention power football.
Hammers 1st and 10 for Oak Ridge, lined up at the 28-yard line. Tarwater looks and hits Hundley in the back. Hundley didn't know it was coming. So another miscommunication on offense.
Yeah, you've seen that a couple times tonight. And again, Hundley just transferred in here from West High School, if I believe right.
Yep.
So, you know, some of that's still carrying over from the off season.
So 2nd and 10. Hundley and Jackson in the backfield now. Handoff goes to Jackson. He's going to try to get around the left side. It's not going to happen. Pushed back for a loss of 2.
And Bearden's playing football. They have showed up and shut Oak Ridge down so far.
And there's Cam Smith again with that pursuit, able to finish that up.
Just flowing to the football, playing really good defense. With that 3-man front defensively and letting those 5 to 4 linebackers run free.
A loss of 2 makes it 3rd and 12. Oak Ridge on the left hash in Bearden territory. 7:21 left to go in this first half. And now officials will step in, and Oak Ridge wants a timeout to talk about it. So I guess we'll take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Follow us on Facebook for appliance specials, job postings, and more.
It provides everything a regular primary clinic provides. We provide all your primary care needs, even with telehealth virtual appointments. We provide testing, lab work, screenings, annual physicals, and vaccines. All of this for you at no charge. Call us or visit us. We look forward to meeting you.
Back at Blankenship Field for your OAB Law Game of the Week, we see Coach Joe Gaddis and Coach Rodney Ellison addressing their teams. Oak Ridge faced with a big 3rd and 12, trailing Bearden 7-0 with 7:14 left to go in this first half.
Score update, Anderson County 14, Science Hill 7, second quarter, 8 minutes left.
Three wide receivers to the near side. One wide out, that's Hayward to the right. Looks like he's got single coverage. And that is where Tarwater goes with it. Hayward makes the completion, gets up to the 20, and that will bring up 4th and 2 for the Wildcats.
It don't take much separation for him to be able to catch a ball. He's a very talented wide receiver who I kind of thought they would target a little bit more, and he's lucky to get a penalty.
Saw on that Chuck Flash replay, able to see from that single coverage. Zone coverage looked like Bearden was in that time. And, of course, Oak Ridge is going to go for it. Same formation.
Bearden in cover 3.
And now we've got a timeout. Oak Ridge is going to take its final timeout of the first half with 6:24 remaining. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Quality appliances from brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. This is your OEB Law Game of the Week.
OEB Law is excited to be a part of this year's football season. School spirit is at an all-time high. OEB Law is proud to give back and support our community. Come cheer on these great teams with us. And remember, if you've been injured or need legal help, OEB Law will be there for you. So visit wreckintoacheck.com or give us a call, 865-546-1111, and let OEB Law turn your wreck into a check.
Law Game of the Week. 4th and 2 is what Oak Ridge is going to face out of this timeout with 6:24 left to go in the first half.
Again, Bearden not doing anything fancy defensively, but they're doing a really good job of flowing to the football at the linebacker position and defensive ends. And their strong safeties are doing a really good job in filling the holes.
2 wideouts to the right. A split in to the left for Oak Ridge. Here's a handoff, and it goes up the middle. That goes to Dozier, and Dozier is going to be short, I think.
Great job by the Bearden interior defensive line, starting with big number 92 in there. Smith, who clogged the hole, and there was nowhere to go.
So Bearden will take over a Sexton Automotive drive from the Bulldog 20-yard line. You see on that Chuck Flash replay.
Anytime you get penetration at the defensive line position, whenever it's short yardage, you're guaranteed to have a turnover.
So Parrott is back in the game. He replaced senior John Harrison. And here's the handoff. And that's going for nothing. On that Hammers 1st and 10 for Bearden.
Yeah, Oak Ridge is stacking the box, and they're going to make Bearden's quarterback try to beat them going in the air.
Seth Arana with a carry. Lost 1. So 2nd and 11. Clock continues to run. 5:50 left to go in the first half. Parrott takes the snap. Handoff again. Goes to Arana, and Arana again is brought down. This time he got to about the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Big defensive tackle, Ethan Hewitt, senior, 6'2", 250 pounds. Broke in the backfield and got a good tackle for loss.
66 yards is all Bearden had on offense last week.
And they don't have a lot tonight. If it wasn't for the trick play, the first play of the game, I don't know how much offensive production they've had.
So here's Parrott. Rolls to his left. Looking downfield. He's got a man sprinting. Can't get it to him, though, and is bashed out of bounds. And that's going to be a late hit and give Bearden, it's going to gift Bearden a Hammers 1st and 10 after Oak Ridge had the Bulldogs stopped on a 3-and-out.
Looked like Jacob Irvin coming in late on the quarterback, and you just got to know as a player you can't do that anymore. If the quarterback, all eyes are on him, and if you get anything close to outside there, they're going to call it.
Yep, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Look at this Chuck Flash replay, we'll see it.
At the middle linebacker position, running across the field. Right here, you need to slow up. It's close, but you can't do it.
And that is Jacob Irvin, a leader on this Oak Ridge defense. Hammers 1st and 10 for Bearden. Ball spotted at the 38. Getting up the middle. Lots of running room. And that is Nico Young. Young has another Hammers 1st and 10.
Bearden pulled to guard. brought the H-back over, kicked out the linebacker, and took off upfield. Great play by Bearden.
Bearden on the move. Ball spotted at the Oak Ridge 41-yard line. Now 4:38 left to go in this first quarter. Young stays in the backfield with Parrott. Now a fake handoff as Parrott is going to be stopped, but there is a flag on the play. Parrott stopped for a loss of 2. That's a hold on Bearden. See if we can see it on this Chuck Fleischman replay.
Looked like it was on the right tackle for Oak Ridge, trying to get the kick out block.
And look, we got that injured player.
That's terrible. Yeah, and that's one of their better offensive lines, and I don't know if you've noticed, but their running game hasn't been as potent as usual, and that right there is one of the main reasons why that young man is a powerhouse at the offensive line position, and missing him has definitely slowed down Oak Ridge.
Very unfortunate, as here is Young again, and Young is upended.
Jacob Bourbon coming in at the linebacker position and laying the smack down. That's what you want to see as a tackle. You know what? He wasn't even down. If the running back could have continued running there, he could have scored a touchdown.
And Young knew it, too.
Yeah.
When he got up, he started moving again, but the whistle had already blown.
Smart whistle, really.
A pickup of 3. Watch this Chuck Fleischman replay again.
No knees down. He's up. He should still be running, but a referee called it's all right.
Here's Parrott. Parrott, tries to find his wide receiver, and that comes up incomplete. Trying to hit Carson Hammond, and Hammond has it go through his hands.
He's a good athlete. He's been all over the field tonight, defensively and offensively.
So 3rd and 17 for Bearden. Clock is stopped. 3:32 left to go in this first half.
Interesting play call here for Bearden's offensive coordinator. You don't have a quarterback that has the strongest arm. You don't have wide receivers that can outrun the athletes at Oak Ridge. So what do? Some type of crossing routes or something.
And here is a pass. Falls through the hands of his intended target.
Should have caught it. Would have been close to a first down. See here on the Chuck Fleischman replay. He can't place the ball any better than that. He did not need to jump.
So Bearden goes in punt formation with Ethan Ford. Back deep to receive for Oak Ridge is Hayward.
Now this is where you want to see your punt returner not let the ball hit the ground and roll an additional 10 to 15 yards. It's danger territory. It could roll inside of 10 and you're starting with some bad field position.
End over end punt, caught by Hayward cleanly and immediately hit. There's a flag at about the 28-yard line.
Good job by the punt returner there of catching the football in the air.
We can talk about it.
Making sure everybody's on the same page. Seen a lot of good communication this year so far with the referees.
We got a block in the back on Oak Ridge. So poor field position to start with on this Sexton Automotive drive, but even more so now after they spot the penalty.
You see Coach Joe Gaddis letting that referee know how he feels about that.
Ball is spotted at the 6-yard line where it'll be Hammers 1st and 10.
Bad field position again for Oak Ridge. Still, you have some of the best athletes in East Tennessee. Let's see how they use them here.
Carwater has Jackson in the backfield with him. Jackson does get the handoff. Starts up the middle, cuts it to the right, cuts it back up the middle, gets across the 20, down to about the 23-yard line. Hammers 1st and 10.
Special player with special speed.
Starts up the middle, finds the hole to his right, then goes back up the middle, and now we are quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Tarwater, has to fire it at the feet of one of his players because he was in trouble.
Looked like another miscommunication somewhere. That was a wasted play.
It does stop the clock with 3 minutes left, but it will be 2nd and 10. Oak Ridge has tried to go tempo a couple times, specifically after a big play. Here's Tarwater, lets Jackson know the play. Snap, looks upfield, he's in trouble, has to roll to his right, and he's sacked.
Who else but Young for Bearden? He has played one heck of a defensive football game. He broke through the line of scrimmage. Running back looks at him, flares out with minimal effort, and the quarterback is sacked for a loss.
All the way back to the 16-yard line. Oak Ridge has to make the 33.
Still some miscommunication with this Oak Ridge offense.
3rd and 17. Handoff will go to Jackson. Jackson tries to find running room around the left side. Makes a couple guys miss. Gets up to the 24 before he's brought down well shy of the 1st down. And Oak Ridge is going to have to punt.
Several missed blocks by the Oak Ridge offensive line. Want to have to get to that second level, make contact, and not let that defender bounce off that block, and you'll see a couple big breaks.
So Oak Ridge likes sending 2 guys back. 38, that's Burvin. That is their normal punter, as you see on the screen there. And 33 is Brian Kelly.
You could see a big return here. Haven't really liked this punt formation of Oak Ridge.
We got a delay of game on Oak Ridge. They were short a player again.
Got to get the personnel sets, communicate on the sidelines. Keep an eye on this punt.
And this time it's Kelly. And not a great punt.
No, that's not what you want if you're Oak Ridge. So Bearden with some pretty good field position. It's really hard for a right-footed kicker to roll left and do a rugby kick. You never see it, and there's a reason you never see it, and that's why you don't see it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, interesting play call, but hey, see how their defense responds. This Bearden offense that is fired up and playing good football.
This Sexton Automotive drive begins at the 44-yard line of Oak Ridge on Hammers 1st and 10. Parrott in the game, fires out to his receiver, who drops it.
Ford dropped the ball, hit him right in the chest, and he dropped it. And that's why you want to see your wide receivers catch the ball with their hands and not that shoulder plate.
Ethan Ford, a junior on this team, also serves as punter and place kicker.
Yeah, very talented young man.
Here's Parrott lined up in a pistol set. Option play goes to the right. It's Arana, and Arana makes it to just across the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and long for this Bearden offense with 1:08 left to go in this first half. I think Parrott probably pitched it too soon.
Grayson Hope, the junior defensive end, 5'11", 185 pounds, playing linebacker, kept him from really breaking outside. They're able to secure him for a short game.
Oak Ridge with no timeouts, and Bearden not in any kind of hurry whatsoever to get this play off with time winding down.
Screen and draw.
Parrott again, pistol set, single back in the backfield. And handoff goes to Arana. Arana makes somebody pay.
Wow, he lowered his shoulder pads and fell forward. And that's what you want to see at the running back position. And that's not just anybody that he did that to. Woo! See that number?
Jacob Bourbon.
And that's one of your better defenders for Oak Ridge. He is a college prospect who I predict will play at the next level. He's one of the better linebackers in this region. So Bearden is fired up, and they're playing football, and they don't care what anybody thought about this game.
Oak Ridge, or Bearden rather, will take a timeout with 2.3 seconds left on 4th down. Maybe they're going to heave it to the end zone. We'll see when we get back.
The Harriman Utility Board is committed to providing safe and reliable natural gas service to our customers in Harriman and Roane County through the use of safe operational procedures with trained and knowledgeable personnel. An odorant is added to natural gas and maintained to a certain level so that in the event of a gas leak it can be easily detected. If you smell or suspect a natural gas leak, please call the Harriman Utility Board at 882-3242. We can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And back your OAB Law game of the week out of this timeout. Bearden faces a 4th and 5. That's not really relevant because there's only 2 seconds left.
Yeah, but I like the aggression. Hey, let's really and truly, Bearden's got nothing to lose. Oak Ridge is one of the best teams in East Tennessee. Bearden is in it close right here. Let's throw something in the end zone and see what happens. Hey, you tried it on the first play of the game, and it worked.
And Bearden lines up in a victory formation. Is he just going to take a knee? No. He's going to drop back to pass. Under a lot of pressure, loses the football, and it's recovered by Oak Ridge. So that is how the first half is going to come to a close.
Austin Hill for Oak Ridge falling on the football.
No flags on the play, so yes, that is how the first half will end. Credit Bearden being aggressive right there. No, is he just going to take a knee? No, he's going to drop back to back. It was recovered by Oak Ridge. That was the final play of the half anyway. So that was the inexperienced freshman being a little bit loose with that football. And credit Oak Ridge getting pressure, not allowing Bearden's wide receivers to get down the field.
Well, I guarantee you, Bearden's coaches are happy right now going into halftime up on Oak Ridge 7-0.
Yeah, it took the very first play of the game for Bearden to score. No one has scored since. And now the Bearden Bulldogs lead over Oak Ridge at Blankenship Field by a score of 7-0. So I'm surprised looking at that score.
A lot of people are going to be surprised looking at that score across the internet right now.
So Oak Ridge will get the football coming out of halftime. So I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and you'll get to see a lovely halftime show with, look at, my God.
Hey, I told you it's a good environment here, folks. If you're home, stuck at home due to COVID, hey, you are missing one heck of a football game. You get the opportunity, get out next Friday. Come watch where we're going to be. It's going to be a heck of a ball game, and nothing better than East Tennessee football on a Friday night.
All right, we're going to get ready for the halftime show. You can come back and watch the Oak Ridge Band perform, but hang around with us because we're going to have an awesome second half coming up. This is the OAB Law Game of the Week.
OAB Law is excited for a season full of big hits, perfect plays, and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OAB Law will come to your defense and tackle any obstacles blocking you from scoring a full and fair settlement. Call OAB Law 865-546-1111 and turn your wreck into a check.
Hi, I'm Nisha, a recent graduate of Roane State with an associate degree in criminal justice. How did I get here? I really wanted my college degree, so I applied to Roane State and got free tuition through Tennessee Reconnect. Then I met my success coach who helped me with everything. Remember, your best investment is you. If you really want your college degree, take the next step and apply.
Let Roane State help you move forward to earn your college degree.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
XL Bowman & Son, I-24 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
I enjoy living and raising a family in East Tennessee because it's always been home to me. One thing that makes Fox Insurance Group stand out from other agencies is our customer service. Insurance, a lot of times, for a lot of people, is not something they really like to deal with, so I like to be there for them and help them through the process. It makes me feel good when I know my customer can rely on me and trust me. Yes, I'm very excited Fox Insurance Group is now an independent agency. It opens up so many doors for our customers and the agency as a whole, and we're going to be there for you when you need us the most.
American Outdoor Equipment has a great new location in Rockwood. They are a Branson tractor dealer with various sizes to choose from. Branson's greatest asset is their strength, quality, and features. But American Outdoor Equipment also has Bobcat mowers. You can expect the best when it comes to performance, durability, and comfort with a Bobcat mower. Or how about a Dixie Chopper mower? They're the world's fastest lawn mowers. They have a large service and parts department. They are family owned and operated, plus they offer in-house financing. That's American Outdoor Equipment in Rockwood.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting one of the ORUD showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas.
Ryan Spitzer has been a prosecutor in Anderson County since 2007, prosecuting more than 2,500 cases over the past decade. Ryan has been the Drug Task Force prosecutor for the past 7 years. Ryan donates time working with local nonprofits. A veteran, Ryan spent 6 years serving his country as an Army medic in the National Guard. Ryan is a family man who works hard every day to keep Anderson County families safe. Experience matters.
You do it all, from checklist and tackling kids' activities to exploring and enjoy life's special moments. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton can help you embrace your life in a new or pre-owned vehicle. Here's a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew, $43,975. 2018 Honda CR-V, all-wheel drive, low miles, $27,990. 2020 Kia Telluride S model, $41,490. Service your car for back-to-school maintenance at our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. Local you trust, a lifestyle you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Roger Miller is a conservative and lifetime resident of Anderson County who has served as Sessions Judge since 2014. Judge Miller has adjudicated more than 30,000 cases, both civil and criminal, over the past 7 years. Roger is a graduate of Clinton High School, and he volunteers time coaching youth sports and serving as an instructor. A paramedic for 12 years, Roger worked saving lives at the Anderson County EMS, MedFlight 5, and Methodist Medical Center. In 2022, let's re-elect Roger Miller, General Sessions Judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Oak Ridge High School marching band is proud to present the first movement of Synthesis, a tribute to synth pop of the 1980s. Drum majors Amir Abakal and Caleb Slush lead the band through
Ryan Spitzer has been a prosecutor in Anderson County since 2007, prosecuting more than 2,500 cases over the past decade. Ryan has been the Drug Task Force prosecutor for the past 7 years. Ryan donates time working with local nonprofits. A veteran, Ryan spent 6 years serving his country as an Army medic in the National Guard. Ryan is a family man who works hard every day to keep Anderson County families safe. Experience matters.
You do it all, from checklists and tackling kids' activities to exploring and enjoy life's special moments. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton can help you embrace your life in a new or pre-owned vehicle. Here's a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Crew, $43,975. 2018 Honda CR-V, all-wheel drive, low miles, $27,990. 2020 Kia Telluride S model, $41,490. Service your car for back-to-school maintenance at our Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. Local you trust, a lifestyle you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Roger Miller is a conservative and lifetime resident of Anderson County who has served as Sessions Judge since 2014. Judge Miller has adjudicated more than 30,000 cases, both civil and criminal, over the past 7 years. Roger is a graduate of Clinton High School, and he volunteers time coaching youth sports and serving as an instructor. A paramedic for 12 years, Roger worked saving lives at the Anderson County EMS, MedFlight 5, and Methodist Medical Center. In 2022, let's re-elect Roger Miller, General Sessions Judge.
The Harriman Utility Board is committed to providing safe and reliable natural gas service to our customers in Harriman and Roane County through the use of safe operational procedures with trained and knowledgeable personnel. An odorant is added to natural gas and maintained to a certain level so that in the event of a gas leak it can be easily detected. If you smell or suspect a natural gas leak, please call the Harriman Utility Board at 882-3242. We can be reached 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm Dale Haddon, the nurse practitioner and clinical manager at the Oak Ridge Clinic. It's very important to get the COVID vaccine. This is a way we are going to make our whole community safe. This is a way we will make you and your family safe. The COVID vaccine is 95% effective when you have had both shots, and it means that you will not get the illness, you will not have the side effects that people see from having the illness over a long period of time, and it makes your community safe.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Ask Griffin Insurance Agency in Kingston if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
At your OAB Law Game of the Week, it is halftime. Bearden leading over Oak Ridge 7-0 at Blankenship Field. You saw that preview on your screen just now. Next week, it's Oak Ridge at Clinton. A halftime score. Hi. Okay, so there is Brad Jones and his grandson. His son, Trevor Bogard, running cameras for us tonight. That is his son. And then Brad Jones' wife. So enjoying the game here at Blankenship Field. So Clinton will be at home against Oak Ridge next week. We will be covering that game. And currently, Clinton is up over Austin East 46-0.
I know. We might have a ball game here next week, folks.
We very well could. I want to say thank you very much to Mayor Terry Frank. Proud to serve as the mayor of Anderson County and wishes the Wildcats a lot of success in 2021. Mayor Terry Frank.
Score update, Anderson County 21, Science Hill 17 at halftime.
And another scoring update, Coalfield up on Scott High as well. Also want to say thank you to Tim Shelton, Anderson County Register of Deeds, says roll Wildcats roll. And also Anderson County Juvenile Judge Brian Hunt says go Wildcats. And would also like to say thank you to Attorney Victoria Bowling, who focuses on juvenile and family law. Roll Wildcats roll. And of course also Public Defender Ann Coria is a proud sponsor tonight. And Coria is a 1979 alumna from Oak Ridge High School.
That's awesome. I love seeing people support their alma maters as much as Oak Ridge does.
We are getting ready for this second half, just under 30 seconds on the clock. And then, you know, normally they'll put up another 3 minutes or whatever this early in the season, just until we can get in. Hi.
Another score update, Kingston 20, Harbor Springs nothing halftime. Greenback 14, Oneida 7 halftime.
That's surprising. And anyway, Oakdale up on Jellicoe 21-0. So how about the Eagles? But this Oak Ridge team has been stifled on offense all game long. What is it that Bearden is doing on defense that's keeping Oak Ridge from getting anything going?
Well, they're playing base defense. They're not doing anything special, and then occasionally they're going to send some backers and a strong safety. And Oak Ridge has not done a good job adapting to that defensive front. You see too often Oak Ridge offensive lineman is letting a Bearden defender run across their face, and they're making too many tackles in the backfield. So it's stifling this Oak Ridge offense, and these amazing athletes that Oak Ridge has isn't able to really get their footing because they're meeting Bearden defenders in the backfield.
So Coach Joe Gaddis, this is his second stint at Oak Ridge. Longtime coach here, has had a very, very successful coaching career. You know him, you kind of know his style, but also his offensive coordinator is Ronnie Ellison, who is a coach who you have personally coached with, and you know. What do you think, what kind of adjustments do you think that they're going to make on offense to try to get this thing going in the second half?
Well, they're going to need to really start targeting. Oak Ridge has better athletes than Bearden. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. And if you can individualize those athletes against a lesser athlete of Bearden, you should win that one-on-one matchup at least 50% of the time. So I would like to see more one-on-one matchups, more throwing the football down the field, test this Bearden defensive backfield out a little bit more. Throw the deep ball some, and let's see if we can get some separation between our athletes and their athletes. Let's see what type of halftime adjustments Coach Gaddis and company has made here tonight.
So Kendall Jackson, star senior for this Oak Ridge team, multiple D1 offers, didn't play last week. So they had to do that without them when they played South Doyle. Well, he's here tonight. Oak Ridge couldn't get the running game established last week. Looks like they're trying to get it going this week, as last week it took the starting quarterback, Hayden Tarwater, threw for 266 yards, but 200 of those were to Brandon Hayward. Do you think they try to start going through the air a little bit more in the second half?
I expect it with the way Bearden's playing defense. They're disguising their coverages pretty good, but it boils back down to it's usually always cover three. And they're just floating underneath and picking up trash, playing the flats and playing kind of safe football, really. So let's see if Oak Ridge went into the halftime, did some coaching up here, and changed how they want to attack this Bearden defense.
Now, Bearden on offense didn't really do anything flashy outside of that very first play of the game where that halfback pass went yard to give them the 7-0 lead. What do you expect Bearden to do? Do you think they'll do anything different?
Well, there was a reason they had their running back throw the longest pass of the day, right? They have little faith in their quarterback's arm strength, so they're doing a lot of short route stuff, running the football, and they're running the football pretty well, enough to be leading this football game. So Bearden's happy being up 7-0 at halftime against a very talented Oak Ridge squad. Bearden's got a very experienced coach, very well-coached squad over there, so they're here to play. They were embarrassed last week with not being able to do anything offensively. That's why you seen aggression right off the rip with a halfback pass. So I'm interested to see the adjustments coming out of halftime by both of these squads.
Very quickly, what do you think about the freshman quarterback, Drew Parrott, who took over middle through the first quarter of this game?
A very talented young man. He's got a lot of learning to do. There's bullets flying past him everywhere. So just listen to your coordinator, zone out this crowd, and play simple football. Do what your job is.
So Bearden getting ready for this General Sessions Judge Roger Miller kickoff. Judge Miller wishing all the county football teams a healthy and successful football season. And Hundley will watch that one go out of the back of the end zone. So Oak Ridge will begin this Sexton Automotive drive with a Hammers 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 20-yard line. And, of course, Sexton Automotive located just down the road from here. Give them a call, 865-272-3223. Located on the Oak Ridge Turnpike.
I'll be giving them a call this week in the market for a new truck, and I'm definitely going to give Sexton Automotive a phone call.
They're good people to buy a vehicle from. The Ford that I drive came from that family of dealerships. So here's Tarwater, sends a man in motion. That's Hayward, and Hayward on the end around loses the football, able to pick it up, but he is going to be stopped in the backfield after a loss of about 2.
You hate to see that as the first play coming out of halftime with the mistake there, dropping the football. Looked like a simple jet sweep. Couldn't really see there. Yep, jet sweep. And just fumbled the football. And there was an alley there. There was a huge hole. So that was a good play call. Coming out at half, unfortunately, just made a mistake.
2nd and 12 for Oak Ridge. As now Tarwater in the backfield with him is Jackson and Hundley. Jackson does get the handoff, starts up middle, is met in the backfield, able to break a tackle and scoot ahead for about 4 yards. But that's going to bring up 3rd and about 8. See this Chuck Fleischman replay. Met in the backfield by Carson Hammond, but Jackson able to break that tackle. 3rd and 8. Tarwater has Jackson in the backfield. Now Hundley will split out to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Man in motion again, that's Hundley. Hundley's going to stop. We saw this play in the first half. They're looking for Hayward. He going deep downfield, however, and that pass is complete to Jaden Williams. Williams, another talented wide receiver on this team. Beautiful pass by Tarwater.
Great pass. Beat LaBonca on the go route.
Now, again, we saw them run this in the first half, and then they just threw that little pass to Hayward, which most likely set this play call up.
You sure did. Your safety was trying to play middle of the field and just could not get there in time.
Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Jackson. Jackson again met before he can get to the line of scrimmage. No gain will bring up 2nd and 10 off that Hammers 1st and 10. And Jackson's down.
Epperson in on the tackle. And that is not what you want to see if you're Oak Ridge.
His leg is straight, which leads me to believe that's probably a cramp. So it took until the second half before we saw our first cramp, but that's a cramp.
That's a cramp, and that's from him not playing last week. You know, anytime you take a week off this early, you usually takes your body a little bit adjustment period to work those type of cramps out.
So Jackson quickly comes off the field. 9:55 left to go in this 3rd quarter. You see your score there. Bearden leads over Oak Ridge 7-0. That has been the score since 11:47 left to go in the 1st quarter. Tarwater takes a snap, 3-step drop. Now he's going to roll to his right, looking downfield. Lets it fly to Hayward. Just over the outstretched hand of his star sophomore receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
And Geske was there for the defensive backs. Didn't allow too much separation between him and the wide receiver, which made more of a contested throw. And the quarterback just put a little too much on it. What an environment over here at Blankenship Field with both student sections going at it, Oak Ridge and Bearden's.
Here's Tarwater. Looks. Pass is complete over the middle. Still on his feet for Oak Ridge is Price Davis. And Davis is just a sophomore.
He continued working. There was nothing there on his route. He continued floating around trying to get into an open position, and the quarterback found him for a good first down.
Hammers 1st and 10 for Tarwater. Drops back. Passes over the middle. And there's that screen pass to Hundley we've been waiting for. And Hundley gets down to the 20 for a quick gain of 8.
Caught those linebackers bailing. All 3 of them. Somebody should have been keying running back there. Oak Ridge made him pay.
This leads me to believe that Oak Ridge is probably going to have to be a pass-first offense to set the run up.
And that's due partly to the offensive line.
And here is Hundley. Gets the handoff, goes around left side, makes 2 people miss, to the 10, to the 5, and is brought down at about the 2-yard line. Jay Hundley, the West transfer.
Great effort, rumbling and a stumbling. Good stiff arm, good juke fake. Held on to the football.
The way he's built, man, reminds me of somebody like Jamal Lewis.
This is something you see so often now, and that's shotgun on goal line. That's
handoff, Hundley. No, Tarwater keeps it. A la Peyton Manning. Walks into the end zone for the Ryan Spitzer touchdown, Oak Ridge. Wildcats an extra point away from tying this thing up. Had me fooled.
Had everybody in the park fooled. Everybody was expecting a handoff. Quarterback walks in with ease. Nobody around him. Great play call by Rodney Ellison.
On to attempt the extra point is Brennan Pearson for Oak Ridge. Marcus Melton to hold. That extra point is up. It is good. Tie ball game as the Wildcats on their opening possession drive 80 yards down the field and put it in the end zone with a keeper from Hayden Tarwater. And we'll take a timeout, which is brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Home appliance financing available. Apply online at pattersonappliances.com.
Football is back. And OEB Law is excited for a season full of big hits, perfect plays, and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OEB Law will come to your defense and tackle any obstacles blocking you from scoring the full and fair settlement. Call OEB Law 865-546-1111 and turn your wreck into a check.
Hi, I'm Nisha, a recent graduate of Roan State with an associate degree in criminal justice. How did I get here? I really wanted my college degree, so I applied to Roan State and got free tuition through Tennessee Reconnect. Then I met my success coach who helped me with everything. Remember, your best investment is you. If you really want your college degree, take the next step and apply.
Let Roan State help you.
Good kick.
Back to your OEB Law game of the week as Pearson kicks this General Sessions Judge Roger Miller kickoff through the end zone. Judge Miller wishing all the county football teams a healthy and successful season. So Bearden will begin this Sexton Automotive drive with a Hammers 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 20-yard line. Again, Mayor Terry Frank proud to serve as your mayor in Anderson County and wishes the Wildcats lots of success in 2021. So here's Parrott on a keeper running around the left side, has some running room, gets up to about the 28-yard line. So a quick 8-yard pickup on that Hammers 1st and 10 for the freshman quarterback.
Good read by the quarterback to realize there was nothing there and get upfield and pick up what you can.
As we see on our Chuck Fleischman replay, yeah.
Zone read, he should have handed it off, kept it, realized his mistake, said, I got to get that yardage.
8-yard pickup, good start to this drive. Now Bearden lines up, 2 wide receivers to the right. Handoff goes up the middle. And that goes to Young. Young shy of the first down marker, but just by maybe half a yard. So the Bulldogs looking to keep this drive alive. Shout out to Tim Shelton, Anderson County Register of Deeds, saying roll, Wildcats, roll. Same set. Parrott, handoff, middle, Young. Young fights for that Hammers
It's
1st
close.
and 10.
Real close.
Oh, he's got it by a yard.
Great run there. Tough first down.
Just kept fighting. Ball spotted at the Bearden 31-yard line. Parrott with a quick pass through the hands of his intended target, incomplete.
Wide receiver was not expecting that. Came at him a little too fast. You'd like to see your wide receiver be paying attention, catch that ball, and pick up some short yardage.
Trying to hit Sun Yi Mitchum on that one. Anderson County Juvenile Judge Brian Hunt says, go Wildcats. And attorney Victoria Bowling, who focuses on juvenile and family law, says, roll Wildcats, roll. Parrott drops back, and he's going to be hit and sacked at the 25-yard line. A loss of 6 will bring up 3rd and 16 for Bearden.
Looked like number 33, Brian Kelly, in on the sack. Had a delayed blitz, snuck through there. Got a handy sack. He's a heck of a linebacker for Oak Ridge.
Public defender Ann Coria, proud to sponsor tonight as well. Ann, a 1979 graduate of Oak Ridge High School, says, "Go Wildcats."
Third and forever.
3rd and 16. Here's Parrott, drops back. Empty backfield, and pass is thrown over his intended target, and then almost caught, and then almost intercepted. But pass does fall incomplete, and Bearden will have to bring in the punt unit. Look at that.
Yeah, that's really not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to have two wide receivers in the same area like that. I tell you what, he's got some hops on him, number 3 there for Bearden to jump that high.
That's Tummins.
He's an athlete.
Yes, he is.
I'm glad to see, well, this is Bearden doing their punt. Let's see what Oak Ridge chooses to do with the punt.
Ethan Ford, the punter's blocked, and it goes out the back of the end zone. That's a safety.
Looked like Hunley in on the block.
So Oak Ridge hits the 2-pointer. And now the Wildcats have their first lead of the game via safety. All right, let's look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. The snap was not cleanly handled, was the issue.
Hunley broke through there.
And it was Hunley.
Hands, got a piece of the ball, and Oak Ridge picks up 2 points. Now that's what break Oak Ridge has been needing right here.
And that is, Oak Ridge finally gets the lead in this game. 9-7, odd score with 5:58 left to go in this third quarter. And now we'll get to see the free kick by Bearden, and the Wildcats will get the football back with a lead.
Pretty disastrous if you're Bearden. You do not want to give this high-octane offense of Oak Ridge another opportunity to work out the kinks and come out here and start firing on all cylinders, because that will be Bearden's worst nightmare.
So it took 12, 24. It took 30 minutes and 2 seconds for Oak Ridge to get a lead in this game.
It's been a game. We've had a heck of a ball game so far. You see your signal callers there on the sideline for Oak Ridge. That's who is sending in plays to the quarterback of Oak Ridge when they're on offense.
See, now you played at a school small enough that, you didn't have enough players to signal callers.
No.
You go watch a game in single A football, and it's the quarterback running back and forth from the sidelines.
Tony Lambert said it best. He said it takes a community for a single A football team to have some success, and that is the truest statement I've ever heard.
So here is a Judge Roger Miller free kick, and that is going to be fielded not cleanly by Hunley. He does pick it up off the bounce of the 25, though, and he's got some running room all the way up to the 41-yard line, and that is where this Sexton Automotive drive will begin for Oak Ridge. So good field position to start this one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Oak Ridge, what kinks they worked out at halftime, and how they plan on attacking this defense of Bearden. As you see on the Chuck Fleischman replay, picks up the ball and picks up a couple tough yardage. Bearden electing to stay in that same 3-4 defense.
Hammers 1st and 10 for Oak Ridge. Tarwater in the backfield with Jackson. Handoff goes to Jackson, who pushes forward to the line of scrimmage. Still not a lot of running room there.
Again, the Oak Ridge offensive line has got to get up the field. It's hard to get any type of running lane when your offensive line hasn't moved 2 foot. So you got to have a little more push from that offensive line up front.
No gain on the play. Jackson limping again, and it looks like, from the looks of it, it looks like maybe another cramp. So he'll be replaced by Hunley, and Hunley throws a good block for Tarwater. Tarwater under a lot of pressure, had to get rid of it, so throws it away. in the direction of Hayward. Watch this block by Hundley.
More like just get in the way and get run over, which, hey, it did a job. This guy did not make the tackle, so, hey.
That looks like a screen in basketball.
Hammond is a heck of a football player for Bearden. He's been all over the field, and that's a bad matchup for a running back to have to block a linebacker like Hammond like that.
So Oak Ridge still doesn't have the play in, and there's 10 seconds on the play clock. So now Tarwater gets it, gets his team up to the line.
3-2.
There's the snap. Tarwater, 3-step drop. Looks, he's under pressure again, and Tarwater's taken down. All the way back at the 30. That's a loss of 12, and will bring up 4th and 22. So Bearden is going to get out of here with a 3-and-out after that safety.
And that was Young coming in, making the tackle from the linebacker position for Bearden. Seen coming here on the delayed blitz, which has worked all night long for Bearden.
Oh, man.
They have took advantage of this Oak Ridge offensive line.
Nico
so
Young.
far tonight.
Good football player.
One of the better football players in Knoxville. Very talented guy.
So this time it's Jacob Bervin. End over ender will land at the 41 and die. And that's where Oak Ridge will stop it. And Bearden will take over with a Sexton Automotive drive and a Hammers 1st and 10. Sexton Automotive, located off the Turnpike in Oak Ridge, also an excellent service center. Give them a call if you need some routine service on your vehicle.
Don't wait around. Go get that vehicle look like Mr. Harvey did not too long ago. Sometimes you can wait a little too long and it end up costing you a little more money.
Had to have it towed. Yep. Anyway, Hammers 1st and 10.
Oak Ridge rolling that outside linebacker down.
Parrott handoff. Goes to Arana. Seth Arana loses the football, and Oak Ridge recovers it. And for Oak Ridge,
Ethan Hamilton coming in for the play. 5'8", 240 pounds, defensive lineman. Looked like he came in and got a good fumble recovery there.
So let's see this Chuck Fleischman replay. See when the ball starts coming loose. It's that hit right there. And then actually,
Zach Snyder.
Yeah, that's Zach Snyder.
Junior, 6'5", 285 on the fumble recovery.
So Oak Ridge will begin this Sexton Automotive drive with a Hammers 1st and 10 from the Bearden 42-yard line.
Bearden's mistakes has given Oak Ridge another opportunity.
Tarwater rolls to his right, now goes back to his left, looking downfield. Pass is picked off. Going back the other direction for Bearden. And who is that? Nico Young.
Yes, in again from that linebacker position. Got enough depth to fool the quarterback. Quarterback trying to scramble around, do what he can. Linebacker picks him off.
Young. How many times have we called that young man's name?
Get off me. Tough football player right there. Bearden hurrying to the line of scrimmage.
So Bearden will begin this Sexton Automotive drive. This is the third straight play we have begun a Sexton Automotive drive with a Hammers 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, and that's the guy who just picked it off. Nico Young gets up to the 40. A quick pickup of 4 will bring up 2nd and 6. So how about Drew Parrott, the freshman coming in for Bearden, running this offense?
Doing a really good job so far and stayed composed. Now they have called some plays that's favorable for a young quarterback so far. We'll see what he does here.
Rolling to his left, runs out of room and slung out of bounds at the 40.
That's a close penalty there. You don't want to push the issue on that sideline over here.
Yeah, I see this on this Chuck Fleischman replay.
No Nobody's there. Pick up what you can. And right there, you don't want to throw in that extra sling there because the referee will throw a flag on you in a hurry.
That was extremely close. 3rd and 6 after the no gainer on 2nd down. Parrott will send 2 wideouts to the right. Also a slot back to the right. And he'll roll that way. Parrott looking, now gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, which will bring up 4th and 6. So Bearden probably going to punt this football away in their own territory.
And if you notice, Bearden's doing a lot of rollouts, and that is making it simpler for that freshman quarterback. He doesn't have the whole field to read. He only has half the field to read, which makes it a little bit easier for that Oak Ridge defense, but that's a good game plan for Bearden.
You know, Lane Kiffin did the same thing for Jonathan Crompton back in 2009.
That is right. Jonathan Crompton, very talented, strong-arm quarterback who mentally had a hard time.
That is correct. Bearden's last punt was blocked. This one is not. Hayward will field it at the 21-yard line. Has some running room up the right sideline. Makes a couple men miss before run out of bounds around the 42-yard line of Oak Ridge. And that is where this Sexton Automotive drive will begin with 3:01 left to go in this 3rd quarter. So that time, Ethan Ford able to get that punt off cleanly. You see this on the Chuck Fleischman replay. You see Hayward just with the ball in his hands. He's an athlete. He's a great playmaker.
He is. He's one of the better playmakers in all of Anderson County, and he will be one of the better playmakers in East Tennessee if he continues to develop.
Already getting a lot of interest from colleges, as you can imagine.
And he's only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore. And on an end around here, that's Williams, and Williams doesn't pick up much at all.
You still see not enough push from that Oak Ridge offensive line, and that could be a big hurdle to overcome for Oak Ridge this year, is not getting enough push from that big offensive line up front.
And they're an experienced offensive line. Everyone on that line is a junior or a senior. Every starter on that line is a junior or a senior. Here's Tarwater. Pass is almost picked off.
Ford is licking his chops and upset. He could have had a touchdown.
Ethan Ford probably would be in the end zone about right now had he been able to intercept that ball. Ooh. Tarwater trying to hit Andrew Ferreira on that one. So 3rd and 9 instead.
Tarwater, 5'11", 160-pound quarterback.
And here he is in big trouble. Finds Hayward on the wide receiver screen. Hayward gets it across the 45 down to the 47. That's going to be just a pickup of 5 or 4, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 5 for Oak Ridge.
Quarterback Hayden Tarwater is up slow on the play. You see here on the Chuck Fleischman replay, takes a pretty big hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oak Ridge has not shown me offensively what their game plan is exactly. So it's kind of all over the place, like they're still trying to figure this squad out. Let's see what they do here. Now, this is a very interesting punt formation, and I'm not a fan of it at all.
And they've been doing this all night. I don't know exactly why they're doing it. That's Jacob Bourbon, though.
Right
Bourbon's got a leg on him. That ball does go into the end zone. So that is a net 53-yard punt.
And very easily could have rolled out of bounds.
Yeah.
But that's pretty rare for a kicker to be able to do that. And that's the first time that he's had that kind of punt all night tonight.
Yeah, and I mentioned it earlier, but last week against South Doyle, he averaged 44 yards per punt. So he can punt the football. So this Sexton Automotive drive will begin at the 20 for Bearden. Hammers 1st and 10. Parrott gets the snap, looks, rolls to his right, now fires, and that pass is complete.
Good pass by the young quarterback there. The rollout is really helping him focus on 2, maybe 3 routes sometimes, a check down route. See here on the Chuck Fleischman replay. Simple out route. Put it on the money. Can't place that ball any better.
And Sam Tummins made an excellent catch.
Underrated athlete in Knoxville is Mr. Tummins for Bearden.
Has the only score of the game for this Bearden offense, an 80-yard touchdown grab. And here's Parrott. Quick out, and that pass is complete, and that'll be enough for a Hammers 1st and 10. So nothing really too difficult about that. And that goes to Ethan Ford. Ford has enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. So Bearden picks up a first down on this drive. Only 32 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
Bearden in no hurry.
Parrott.
Option
play. And that's Arana. And Arana gets up to about the 33. Pickup of maybe 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Speed option. Not a bad job there by number 2 of Oak Ridge, Peyton Sharp. Bouncing it outside.
And Bearden is content to let this clock wind down. And that is how the third quarter is going to close. So it took Oak Ridge to the third quarter to score. However, they do it twice and now lead this game 9-7 in your OEB Law Game of the Week.
Graduate of Rome State with an associate degree in criminal justice. How did I get here? I really wanted my college degree, so I applied to Rome State and got free tuition through Tennessee Reconnect. Then I met my success coach who helped me with everything. Remember, your best investment is you. If you really want your college degree, take the next step and apply.
Let Roan State help you move forward to earn your college degree.
Patterson's Appliances has been helping families like yours find quality home appliances from trusted brands including Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid for over 55 years. Our knowledgeable appliance specialists know how to outfit your kitchen or laundry room with the right appliances to meet your needs. We service what we sell with our own in-house factory-trained service technicians, and for the DIYers, our parts department is always ready to help customers find the appliance parts they need. Patterson's Home Appliances, because we care.
Back to OEB Law Game of the Week. Aaron Harvey, James Hoot Gibson along with you as we get ready to begin this. Bearden has a 2nd and 9, trailing this game 9-7. As now here's Parrott, 3 wideouts to the right, wide receiver screen. That pass is complete to Tummins. Tummins gets up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup of 6 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Score update, Rockwood 28, Sweetwater 13, third quarter.
It's a good win by John Webb and that Rockwood Tiger program. Parrott, 2 wide receivers either side. Man in the backfield is Nico Young. Lines up to the right of the freshman quarterback. Here is Oak Ridge coming with linebacker blitzes. And here's Parrott, finds a man downfield. It's complete to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Ryan Spitzer, touchdown, Bearden.
What a response by Bearden. Simple rollout play. Quarterback hit his wide receiver. He done the rest with his feet. Made a Oak Ridge Wildcat player miss. Punched it in. 13-9, Bearden leads this game.
The Bulldogs back out on top. On this Chuck Fleischman replay.
He's scrambling for his life. Identified a wide receiver that was wide open.
Wide open indeed, but then having to break a tackle
from Hundley.
And Bearden answers bigly. That was Gesicki on that big reception, and the Wildcats now trail 14-9 with 11:01 left to go in this game. We'll take a timeout.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
Back at the OAB Law Game of the Week, Aaron Harvey, James Hoot Gibson with you. 11:01 left to go in this fourth quarter. Hey, Mary Terry Frank is proud to serve as your mayor in Anderson County and wishes the Wildcats lots of success in 2021. Also, Tim Shelton, your Anderson County Register of Deeds, says roll, Wildcats roll. As we get set for this Roger Miller kickoff, General Sessions Judge Roger Miller wishing all the county football teams a healthy and successful season, and that is a touchback. So Oak Ridge now trailing this game by 5 with 11:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. Will take over at the 20. Anderson County Juvenile Judge Brian Hunt says, go Wildcats. Attorney Victoria Bowling, who focuses on juvenile and family law, says roll, Wildcats roll. And Public Defender Ann Correa, proud to sponsor tonight, and says go Wildcats. And Ann herself, a 1979 Oak Ridge High School graduate.
Oak Ridge getting to play again from the sideline. Offensive coordinator Rodney Ellison sends it in.
So here's Tarwater. Drops back to pass, now rolls to his right. Will pick it up to try to run it himself, and he's sacked, and that's Nico Young again.
Oak Ridge quarterback slow to get up, and that is not what you want to see. But that is a coverage sack right there, Aaron. That's a classic coverage sack. Bearden only elected to send 3 defensive linemen, dropped everybody else in coverage. Young quarterback for Oak Ridge could not find anybody.
Dozier in the backfield with Tarwater this time, and Bearden jumped. That's their 3rd offsides penalty of this game.
It drives me crazy to see defensive lines jump offsides. And that wasn't really your defensive line. That was your outside linebackers who's a little too eager. But those penalties add up to a lot, Aaron, and will cost you a ball game if you aren't careful.
So after the sack, a gift of 5 yards makes this a 2nd and 6. Tarwater with 3 wideouts to the left. Straight drop, now rolls to his left, he's in trouble again, gets away from it, rolls to his right, looks upfield, he's got to stay with it again, and he's sacked again, and he's slow to get up again.
And he is definitely feeling that. Play clock is running.
So we've got a timeout on the field.
Might need to make a substitution here. Coach Joe Gaddis going to meet his player. Find out what is going on.
One thing for sure, you don't want to see anyone holding their head on the football field.
And number 17, Jaden Williams, is entering the ball game for Oak Ridge. Peyton Sharp, number 2, the junior, looks to be entering the game at the quarterback position. 6'1", 175-pound quarterback and defensive back.
So you said it. Sharp takes over on 3rd and 11. Not the best situation to be in. Steps up in the pocket before he starts rolling to his left, and he's going to be brought down on the play by Seth Arana. And Oak Ridge is going to have to punt.
Tough situation to be in. As you see there, your starting quarterback is out right now, trying to recoup from that getting the air knocked out of him situation. And quarterback and defensive backup quarterback comes in, as you see here on the Chuck Fleischman replay, and there's nothing much there for him. So it's a very difficult situation to be in if you're a backup quarterback.
So Jacob Bervin punts this one cleanly away, and Tummins going to let it roll, much to your chagrin, all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a punt.
You can't, I mean, it's a good punt, but I still don't like that formation. It's going to get something blocked soon.
So Bearden will take over the Sexton Automotive drive from the Bulldog 26-yard line, and Bearden has the lead 14-9 with 8:36 left to go in the game.
And we've got a knockdown, drag-out football game, guys. Do not go nowhere.
So the freshman, Parrott, hands off. Young gets it across the 30. Pick up a 5 on that Hammers 1st and 10. Will bring up 2nd and 5.
The Bearden offensive line is just getting a really good push up front, and they're making their way to the second level, getting their hands on those Oak Ridge linebackers, preventing them from being able to flow to the football, and that is where they're picking up some really tough yards.
Bearden in no hurry whatsoever. The clock is their friend.
Well, this is more points tonight than they scored last week altogether as well.
Yeah, just scored 2 last week against West.
Just a safety. Had 63 yards of total offense.
Linebacker blitz coming for Oak Ridge, and they're going to get to Young, and Young is still driving, though. Gets to the 32, so he got back to the line of scrimmage, but it will be 3rd and 4.
Five-point lead for the Bearden Bulldogs. Getting the call from the sideline. Quarterback moving his running back to his left side.
And again, Oak Ridge brings a lot of pressure up the middle. Parrott having to roll to his left. Lets it go. That pass is complete. Sam Tummins. I have no idea how he completed that pass.
Floats the football.
Look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. See, all that looks good. And then he comes down.
He caught the ball.
And the official says he controlled it all the way through.
What a job again by that wide receiver.
Tummins, just a sophomore, having a wonderful game today. Handoff up the middle. And a quick pickup of 4. We'll bring up 2nd and 6 off that Hammers 1st and 10. And that is Nico Young.
That Oak Ridge defensive line is going to have to really fight and try to keep their pad level low. They're wanting to stand up, peek in the backfield, and that is giving an advantage of the low man, the Bearden offensive lineman, and pushing them around.
And again, Bearden obviously not going to be any kind of hurry whatsoever. Clock continues to run. Handoff, and Young is met up the middle. Oak Ridge is really selling out on that run. They know it's coming.
Jacob Bervin slamming in hard and getting a good tackle for a loss. He is a dandy linebacker for this Oak Ridge squad.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 8 for Bearden. Clock continues to run. Under 5:50 left to go in this game now.
And Bearden has not thrown a deep ball in a while. 3rd and about 8.
And again, Oak Ridge selling out, brings the middle linebacker blitz, and Bearden going down the field, and that pass is almost complete.
And we do have flags down in the area of holding.
See what the call is. That is a hold on Bearden. That pass, or I'm sorry, that penalty will be declined. The clock is stopped with 5:24. So Oak Ridge finds itself in a similar situation as it had last week, trying to come back against South Doyle late in that game. As Bearden will send the punt unit out, and Ethan Ford, who's had one blocked already, will be in punt formation. Brandon Hayward, the talented sophomore, back deep to receive for Oak Ridge. So look at this Chuck Fleischman replay. Such a great effort. And that was Jezeki again. And this punt
is a disaster for Oak Ridge.
Went out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. What a punt.
You've got to catch the ball in the air. You do not want the punch rolling on the ground. We spoke about this earlier, and you've heard me speak about this for years. It costs you football games. It stagnates your offense.
Look at this. This might be the play of the game. Look at that football.
Yeah, and if it would have caught it about the 12-yard line, they would have a little more field position to be able to work with.
Incredible.
Big mistake by the Oak Ridge punt returner.
So Oak Ridge begins the Sexton Automotive drive, 99 yards away from a lead in this game.
With a backup quarterback in and an offensive line that hasn't had much push tonight. Let's see how they respond.
Peyton Sharp in his own end zone. Takes the snap. Rolls to his left, now his right, and it's a wide receiver screen set up wonderfully.
That is a risky play call because of how much time that play takes when you're in your own end zone. So very gutsy play call by the Oak Ridge offensive coordinator, as you see here on the Chuck Fleischman replay.
Always a good idea to try to throw it to Hayward, though. So that part we know for sure.
That was close.
It was gutsy, but it
worked.
That gives Oak Ridge a Hammers 1st and 10, but also gives them some breathing room.
Trips to the bottom of the field.
Handoff. Not much there. And there hasn't been much there all week, and I believe that was Hunley getting that handoff.
Arana in on the tackle for Bearden.
Yeah, that's Hunley, and Hunley looks like he's cramping up.
It was a hot temperature start kickoff game for us. I believe it was about 88 to 86 degrees, so really and truly I expected to see more cramps than what we're seeing so far.
Hunley gets up, walks off on his own power. Just a pickup of 1 will bring up 2nd and 9.
Same formation.
Sharp drops back to pass over the middle. Another screen set up. It's complete and up to the 30. That's enough for another Hammers 1st and 10.
Great job on sneaking the screen in on a play. But boy, I tell you, if number 18, Anderson, would have followed his blockers a little bit more, he might still be running.
Jalil Anderson, first time we've called his name. So the Hammers 1st and 10 is at the 30. So Oak Ridge on the move. Under 4 minutes left to go in this game now. Sharp looks, takes off. He's got some wheels. And he meets Seth Arana and is brought down after a pickup of 8.
Peyton Sharp has some really good athletic ability with his legs. You see here on the Chuck Fleischman replay, nothing there. He scrambles. Like to see the quarterback slide in that situation, but a very tough play.
Sharp brings his team up to the line. 3 wide outs to the right. He's rolling that way. Now looks back to the left, and trying to set up another little bubble screen there. That pass falls incomplete.
Same play call that we've seen on the end zone.
Trying to hit Cameron Barnett that time. And since they did run the same play, it makes you feel maybe the playbook is limited with the backup quarterback a little bit.
And that's usually always the case in high school football. It is in college as well, so you know it is in high school. Pretty good looking athlete they have there as the number 2 quarterback. I think they're going to talk about it and get a timeout.
All right, we'll do the same thing. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Thank you for your support for over 55 years.
Make this spring all about enjoying the experience. When you ride on your new Ferris commercial mower featuring patented suspension technology, you'll have more than freshly manicured grass. You'll experience productivity and comfort like never before. And because you won't be slowing down for those rough spots, you'll mow more lawn in less time. Ferris, experience suspension.
XL Bowman & Son, 524 North Front Street in Rockwood.
Going to be in the pregame. Bearden leads over Oak Ridge 14-9 with 3:01 left to go in the game. If you are just joining us, both teams are with the backup quarterback.
Oak Ridge coming out in the empty formation with a backup quarterback.
3rd and 2, 5 wide.
Look for the quarterback draw.
And that's exactly what this is. So Peyton Sharp takes off. Got enough for the Hammers 1st and 10. Gets up to the 45-yard line. That is a pickup of 7 to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, if I'm Oak Ridge, I like what I see out of this NASCAR. Try to be speed, go at it, get up to the line of scrimmage, get your play call, and try to get that tempo going a little bit. They've got some great athletes at Oak Ridge. Just got to utilize them.
So now Sharp with 2 wideouts to either side and Hundley in the backfield. 3-step drop, looks over the middle. That pass is off. Incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. 2:24 left to go in this ball game. Look at this Chuck Fleischman replay.
And that's a good defensive play call. They faked the delayed blitz with the inside linebacker, floated him back into coverage, and it confused the backup quarterback in Oak Ridge. Rightfully so. That's an advanced play for a backup quarterback. Bearden's defense is moving around and making plays.
And now we've got a timeout on the field. It's Bearden. They want to talk about it. So we will take a timeout as well, brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Visit PattersonsAppliances.com and check out our current cash savings promotions.
Mulch & More in Midtown is your landscaping headquarters. They offer mulch, topsoil, all types of gravel, sand, rock, crab orchard stone, riprap stone, and limestone gravel. Mulch & More does light excavation work. Do you need a driveway repaired? They can do it. Plus, Mulch & More can do your water and sewer lines, French drains, and more with Ditch Witch services. So whether you only need a half cubic yard up to 20 cubic yards, Mulch & More can help you. Give Gary a call today at 865-234-7060 at Mulch & More in Midtown.
Back at Blankenship Field, what a night for high school football. And a storyline, are we seeing a legend being born here tonight as Peyton Sharp is in the game. Backup quarterback, a junior, comes in for fellow junior Hayden Tarwater, who was injured in this quarter. Could the backup lead Oak Ridge to a comeback victory in the fourth quarter? We'll see. Quick pass over the middle, complete to Hundley, cross midfield, cross the 45 to the 40, down to the 35, and Oak Ridge is in Bearden territory with another Hammers 1st and 10.
That's about the third time they've ran that middle screen to the running back, and they've missed it once already, but what a job by Hundley getting upfield, making a couple players miss, picking up the big first down.
Clock continues to run, 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Sharp gets the snap, drops, pumps, looks over the middle, and that pass is incomplete.
Good body movement by the backup quarterback, though.
Trying to
fake the ball outside, try to get that safety to move a little bit, which opened up the wide receiver a little bit more, but couldn't hold on to the football. You see here with a good pump fake.
Oh, that should have been caught.
It should have been caught.
Bryce Davis just missed that one.
Change your blocking scheme up. Probably going to be a run.
Sharp, hands off, Hundley maybe picks up one. So now if you're Oak Ridge, you're looking at 3rd and long. And we've got a timeout. Coach Joe Gaddis wants time to draw up a play for this one. Timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances, your small town appliance specialist with big box pricing and fully stocked warehouse.
Been home to me. One thing that makes Fox Insurance Group stand out from other agencies is our customer service. Insurance a lot of times for a lot of people is not something they really like to deal with, so I like to be there for them and help them through the process. It makes me feel good when I know my customer can rely on me and trust me. Yes, I'm very excited Fox Insurance Group is now an independent agency. It opens up so many doors for our customers and the agency as a whole, and we're going to be there for you when you need us the most.
1:43 left in this game. Oak Ridge with a huge 3rd and 9. Backup quarterback Peyton Sharp in the game.
They've locked the screen so far in almost every 3rd down with this backup quarterback. Let's see if they go back to it or go away and do some type of quarterback run situation.
Now remember, this drive started at the Oak Ridge 1-yard line. 3rd and 9. Here's Sharp. Takes a step, or takes a drop, looks, can't find anything, takes off himself.
That's okay.
He's down at the 30.
That's not, I'd rather see him pick up a couple than force
3rd
an
and
interception.
9, here's Sharp.
He was fixing to throw here into double coverage, picks up some tough yards with his legs. That's all right. 2 down territory, here we go. Get the play from the sideline.
Clock continues to run.
I wouldn't mind taking a timeout here if I'm the offensive coordinator.
4th and 5, and Joe Gaddis is going to take a timeout.
There you go.
So stops the clock with 1:09 left to go in this game. Huge 4th down coming up in just a second. This timeout brought to you by Patterson's Appliances. Save with scratch and dent appliances at the Rockwood Outlet Store. And so, what do you think they're going to draw up for 4th and 5?
I'm thinking a little screen pass or trying to roll out and get the quarterback being able to make a play with his legs. I wouldn't anticipate just a classical drop back, trying to put the game in a quarterback's hands due to the limited repetitions that the backup quarterback has had. So look for a screen, draw, or some kind of swing pass or quarterback run.
This could be the game, because if Oak Ridge cannot convert here, they also can only stop the clock once. They have 1 timeout remaining, and that would not be enough to get the ball back.
Yeah, you could be looking at ball game right here, guys, if Oak Ridge does not convert.
1:09 remaining in this game.
Sharp taking his position at the quarterback.
3 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Jay Hundley in the backfield with him. Sharp gets the snap, drops back, pump fakes. He's got pressure. He's got to be. Gets it upfield. That pass is incomplete. And ladies and gentlemen, the Bearden Bulldogs are going to come to Blankenship and pull off this victory. Watch this Chuck Fleischman replay. Sharp looks upfield, but he sees a lot of pressure coming in.
He didn't see a lot of pressure. He's seen 3-man rush, and they ended up sending a delayed blitz, which is 4, and they had 7 guys blocking, so there shouldn't have been any pressure for the Oak Ridge quarterback there.
So this Hammers 1st and 10 sees Bearden lining up in victory formation, but we've got a stoppage in play.
Timeout.
Coach Morgan Schinlever didn't like what he saw. He had to call a timeout. I don't know if they didn't have enough guys in the line or what. So there's exactly 60 seconds on the clock.
Coach is not thrilled about kicking to Oak Ridge. You could see about anything happen.
So I'd like to give a shout out once again, Mayor Terry Frank, proud to serve as your mayor in Anderson County and wishes the Wildcats lots of success this season. Tim Shelton, your Anderson County Register of Deeds, says roll Wildcats roll. Anderson County Juvenile Judge Brian Hunt says go Wildcats. And attorney Victoria Bowling, who focuses on juvenile and family law, says roll Wildcats roll. And again, public defender Ann Coria, a graduate of Oak Ridge High School herself, proud to be a sponsor tonight, and says go Wildcats. So Parrott takes a snap out of shotgun. He lined up under center, and Bearden called a timeout. So instead, they put him in the shotgun formation, and Oak Ridge not even going to call their final timeout. Bearden will have to snap the football one more time, and then this game will come to a close.
Clinton winning huge tonight. Big ball game coming up next week.
At Clinton. Oak Ridge will be in town.
And Clinton's going to be drooling for the opportunity to try to knock off this Oak Ridge football team.
Yeah, because talk about some of the things, some of the storylines for tonight. Hayden Tarwater, is he okay? We'll have to see what his status is for next week. Also, Kendall Jackson didn't play last week. We didn't see him at the end of this game tonight either.
Had a big offensive lineman go down and was carted off the football field for Oak Ridge.
So how healthy is Oak Ridge going to be going into that game against Clinton? Clinton looks very much improved. The Dragons 2-0 on the season.
First time in a long time that you're going to have a 2-0 Clinton versus a 0-2 Oak Ridge.
How surprised are you to see Bearden come in here and get this win?
Extremely surprised. I wasn't happy with the offensive production of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. They've got a lot of really good athletes that they're going to have to take advantage of. Got to get that offensive line blocking up the field a little bit more and moving sideline to sideline. If I know the Rodney Ellison offenses that I do, it's getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and you've got to have an offensive line that can get sideline to sideline. But more importantly, you got to have an offensive line that can get up the field to that second level so your running backs can have a better running lane.
I think for Bearden, this is a momentum builder for them.
Absolutely.
And
this is a huge win for Bearden.
And for Oak Ridge, you're obviously not happy losing tonight, but this is not a region game. It doesn't matter. This is one you can lose.
It is one that you can lose, but Oak Ridge was expected to win this game big. Bearden, no one had Bearden picked to win this game, so they were definitely the underdogs, the Bearden Bulldogs, and they came in here to Wildcat Country and threw down and walked out of here with a win 14-9 over one of the better teams in East Tennessee.
So let me tell you how it happened in the first quarter. The very first play of the game, Bearden threw a halfback pass. It was Arana to Tummins, 80 yards, and the Ethan Ford PAT was good. Nobody scored in the second quarter. In the third quarter, with 8:02 left to go, Hayden Tarwater had a 2-yard run, and the kick was, the PAT was good to make the score 7-7 with 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. Hunley blocked a punt, and it went into the back of the end zone for a safety, and Oak Ridge led 9-7 in the fourth quarter. A 53-yard pass to Gizecki from the backup, the freshman quarterback, Drew Parrott. gave Bearden the final lead of the game. The PAT was good. 14-9 is your final score here from Blankenship Field. And I'd say our first two games have been good ones.
Oh, I can't ask for any better football than what we've had the first 2 weeks here with OEB Law, with BBB 12 Communications. I mean, come on, Powell versus Anderson County, one of the best games in the state. And here tonight, 5-point lead for Bearden to upset Oak Ridge. You can't ask for anything better. And guys, don't go anywhere. The free medical clinic call-in show is coming up right after us, and these guys are going to be busy tonight. I imagine they're going to get a lot of phone calls, not only from the Oak Ridge faithful, but the Clinton faithful, who is excited for this ball game next week.
And we will have that one in Clinton, and so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, the free medical clinic Friday night scoreboard show, going to be really busy. If you want to get caught up on scores around the area tonight, that's exactly where you go. They're going to have them up on the screen for you, scrolling through, so you can see how your rival teams did, how your team did, if you weren't able to tune into it tonight. So that's coming up immediately following our
Make sure
broadcast.
you call in, guys. They need some information. They need to know what you saw. So if you came from a different ball game or even this ball game, call in and report what you saw with your own two eyes. There's been a lot of good high school football all across East Tennessee. So if you was at that game, call in. Let these guys know what you saw.
The Bearden students dressed up in their beach wear are celebrating this win, and they should. Again, it was a huge win. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone who helps this broadcast get going. Obviously, we got Chandler Jones back at the studio. Brad Jones, who produces, he owns the station, sells for the station, does the whole bit. I wish people could see what he does during these broadcasts. It's
They wouldn't
nuts.
believe it.
So I want to thank you for coming on board with us again for this season. I want to thank OEB Law for coming on board with us this season as well. Again, stay tuned. The Free Medical Clinic Friday Night Scoreboard Show is coming up immediately following our broadcast. For James Hoop Gibson, I'm Aaron Harvey. So long, folks.
Football is back. And OEB Law is excited for a season full of big hits, perfect plays, and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OEB Law will come to your defense and tackle any obstacles blocking you from scoring a full and fair settlement. Call OEB Law 865-546-1111 and turn your wreck into a check.
Hi, I'm Nisha, a recent graduate.